running. Cuts it up the middle, across the 40, the 45, the 50. He's out across the 45, the 40. He's got the 30, the 25, and he jumps a hurdle in the end zone. Touchdown, Titusville. Yeah. I like that effort by Hogue. That's the second time tonight we've seen that.
Welcome to Titusville Rocket football on the stream. Tonight, the Rockets are on the road to take on the Warren Dragons. Our coverage is brought to you by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Warm Home and Hearth, by Bayless Fuel, by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics. Rocket football also sponsored by Larry's Auto Parts, Cabinets by Curtis, Thompson Run Tires, The Blue Canoe, Thermofab, by Armstrong, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, and True Value Hardware.
And good evening, welcome to Warren Memorial Field here in Warren, Pennsylvania, as tonight the Dragons of Warren will be hosting our Titusville Rockets. Jim Bodemer, Steve Bodemer, Luke Rio back from Hawaii. Welcome back, Luke.
Aloha.
Yeah, aloha. Cameraman Adam Bodemer up on top and Mike Holochek. And we're just glad to be here and be able to bring you tonight's ball game as the Titusville Rockets come in 1-0 and Warren Dragons come in 0-1. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. But what a night, Steve. Probably around 85 out here, yes, and it's coming up on 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's very, very warm out there, and it's going to be even warmer in the field there, at least for a little while until the sun gets down. About a half an hour to an hour, the sun will get down behind the hills and put some shade on the field for the guys, so it won't be quite as bright with the sun, but it's still going to be warm, and it's going to be a hot one all night.
It's going to be one of those nights when water is going to be important, try to keep the cramps out, and we'll see how that plays out as this game goes along. Both these ball clubs looking to get off to a good start here. For this is the first region ball game of the season, and Warren just coming down into AA and in our region, and we've talked about Titusville having to travel a distance. Warren has to add about another 40 miles onto that to get down south, and that's going to be quite an experience, I think, for the Dragons as this season goes along. We'll talk about that as this league develops a little bit, but we know what that travel is like, and now Warren's going to make it also, so it's going to be pretty tough on these kids making that long trip down there and back every Friday.
Yeah, it's a different call. It's a different situation when you're driving. You don't think too much of it, just getting in your car and driving for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right.
But when you're going to play a football game and you've been sitting in a bus for 2 hours, you've got to get out, now get unpacked, get your stuff on, go warm up. It takes a little bit out of you. That's why travel times, the longer travel times, teams could take a little bit longer to get into the flow of the ball game.
This is the Larry's Auto and Thermofab pregame show. We're coming to you again from Warren Memorial Field. Been up here an awful lot over the years, and a nice field. It's a turf field up here at Warren, so the conditions of the field won't have much of an effect upon it. As we mentioned earlier, the heat might. Something a little different tonight, we have a Mike down on the field. We're going to talk with Brian DeFonso, who's down there, and we'll get back with him here in a little bit, and he'll tell us what it's like standing down there about 50. A little bit different up here with the windows open, a little bit of a breeze. So just stay with us. Once again, the Titusville Rockets visiting the Warren Dragons open region play here. This should be a really, really good ball game. We'll have more for you right after these messages. The Larry's Auto Thermofab pregame show on Stream TV. We'll be right back.
Anderson Physical Therapy wants to get you back to doing the things you enjoy. Your treatment is customized to you, addressing a variety of aches and pains, including post-op, sports injuries, arthritis, headache, and fibromyalgia. Get the Anderson advantage in 6 convenient locations throughout the Tri-County region: Titusville, Franklin, Seneca, Clarion, Cochranton, and Albion. Call 814-827-8148. Stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. 814-827-8148.
You see our vans every day. They travel the length of our broadband network, bringing you the best services available. Our technicians and representatives are knowledgeable, available, and nationally recognized as being among the very best in the business. We're a regular presence in our community, always ready to lend a hand. We're Armstrong, a leader in the broadband industry, your friends and neighbors, taking pride in our jobs, and a real partner in making our community a better place.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
Titusville Rockets out on the field, and the marching band from Warren Area High School standing at about the 50. And on the far side of the field, at the far end of the field, the Warren Dragons going to be introduced to the crowd as the starting lineups. Titusville coming in, as I mentioned, off victory over Franklin, Steve, and it was we're going to have the playing of a national anthem. We'll pause for the playing of a national anthem. We'll come back and cover last week's game.
Plays our national anthem.
National anthem played by the Warren High School marching band. And Steve, we started to talk there a minute ago about Titusville's game last week down at Franklin. Titusville got down 7-0 right at the get-go, and then the next thing you know, we fought our way back. So it was a come from behind all the way through. We ended up tying at 18. Thought we had that game underway, and then about 4.5 minutes to go in the game, Franklin scores. We turn around and fumble on our 32 and say, "Oh no, it's over." And what happens? Our kids hold for 4 downs. And, boy, some spark into them, come back and win in the last minute. Great comeback.
Good comeback win for the Rockets last weekend.
We're going to go down in the field and talk with Brian. He's down in Brian, can you hear us down there?
I think I finally got you, Jim. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Hey, hear
okay, that's excellent, excellent. Yes, a very warm night here in Warren, Pennsylvania. It's probably about 10 degrees hotter here down on the surface than it was up in the press box. So you can understand what these kids are going to be going through. But I got to say something. I've been watching a lot of football in northwestern Pennsylvania for a lot of years. This facility is so much better than what used to be here. Even back in the 70s, back in the old Section 2 days, they used to call this place the Rock Pile. You can't say that anymore.
No, really a nice facility. Very nice facility.
Absolutely beautiful facility. Looking for a great night of football, guys, and just so happy to be able to bring this service to the Stream and all of the fans of the Titusville Rockets. Fantastic.
Yeah, appreciate it. We look forward to talking to you during the game, Brian.
All right, Jim. I'll be here.
Titusville and Warren both out on the 50-yard line. We're about set for kickoff here, and we'll have that for you in just a moment. Again, this is the Larry's Auto Thermofab pregame show. We'll be back with a kickoff here from Warren Memorial Field in Warren, Pennsylvania, as the Dragons and the Rockets get it on. We'll be right back.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies. Like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
Titusville has won the toss, and they are going to defer a check that they will receive. So Warren will be kicking off to Titusville, and we'll see then if the Rocket offense get on the field. We were talking last week, ball game. One of the highlights of that ball game was the play of Todd Brown at quarterback. A lot of the boys had a good game, so we don't want to disparage any of the kids. But Todd came out there at the very end with some really nice runs after they'd shut him down in the third quarter. So what do you think tonight? Is they're going to focus on Todd? How do you defend him?
Well, after just 1 week of games play to look at, I think if Warren's looking at the films from the Franklin game, yes, you're going to have to key on Todd Brown. Todd, very elusive last week against the Knights, probably over 100 yards rushing. But the nice thing that Todd did last week, even when he scrambled, he kept his eyes downfield, and when there was a guy open downfield, he hit him. So he did both run and throw the ball well last week, so I think Warren's going to have to focus on him coming into this ball game and make somebody else from Titusville step up to beat him.
One of the things we talk about every week, Steve, and we probably talk about it the entire season, Titusville comes in here undersized. Warren's got a big front line. They're going to average about 215 to 220 probably. Got some youngsters on there, sophomores that are out there. They also got some pretty big backs. So it's going to be a little stronger weight-wise for Warren against our Titusville Rockets. So once again, it's an uphill battle in the trenches.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle because we are a little bit undersized. But if we can beat them off the ball, beat them off the snap, and gain control of the gaps defensively and get an early control of the offensive line and open some holes, hopefully we can use some speed and get around corners and get through gaps.
Titusville will send Tom Rust back to receive the kick along with Brady Corcoran back at the Titusville 10. Ryan Shattuck will kick off. The ball is going to kick deep over their head. It's going to go into the end zone and out the backside. Titusville will take it and play first down and 10 with no run back. So nice kick by Ryan Shattuck, 6 foot, 200-pound senior here at Warren High School. So Titusville puts it in play first and 10 out at their own 20. We'll find out real quick here, Steve, on the offensive side of the ball anyway, what Titusville's line can do. He had some pretty good play last week, and in spurts, and I think that probably we'll be able to pick that back up again this week. Hopefully we can anyway. Titusville comes out, we'll send two wides to the right, 2 to the left. Easton Hogue will be in the backfield with Todd Brown out of shotgun. Titusville runs it quick. Now they're going to draw men in. They bring him in tight on the left side, send a second back out. In motion comes Lamy. Pitch back comes to Hogue. Oh, fumble on the play at the 10 is picked up by Warren, and they have it at about the Titusville 7. Somebody shot through there quickly, and Easton really didn't get a chance to even touch the ball before he lost the ball, and it'll be Warren's ball, first and 10 inside the Titusville 10, first and goal.
Yeah, we look at it on replay. You can see it's a linebacker, I think, shooting in there. Didn't get a number. Yeah, 48, Solomon
Gross.
Solomon Gross coming through there. Looked to be untouched. And you can't blame Easton Hogue for that. As soon as you get touched, you get hit. It's going to come out of your hands.
Gross is a 6'2", 220-pound sophomore. He's one of those big youngsters we were talking about. So DJ Feldman will bring the Dragons out over the ball, and they'll send doubles wide to the right, single to the left. In the backfield will be Kolka. Kyle Kolka is 5'8", 175. Out of shotgun. Feldman. First down and goal. Big play. Ball's handed off to Kolka. He drives across the right side. Now bounces to the outside, but he's brought down. Nice play in there for Titusville. Brought down by Scott Fry, another name we mentioned a lot last week.
Yeah, Scott had a lot of good penetrating plays last week. He plays off a block here, coming to the outside to make a tackle. It's a good play by Scott.
Pickup maybe of 1. Second down and goal from the 7. Again, same formation. Single to the right for Warren. They have doubles on the left side. Feldman, that's shotgun. Feldman gives it off, first man through. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped. Here comes Brady Corcoran up quick, looks like. He's going to take it down to about the 6, pick up maybe 1. McIntyre also in there on the tackle for Titusville. 2 good stops for Titusville, truthfully. It's third down and 6. I think they started about the 8th, so Got to hold them here.
Yeah, you got to hold them here. Now you defensively, you got to step up here. Now you're gonna watch. They're gonna run the same type of a belly series here, kind of a quick read here, and he gives it. We got good penetration from the front three of the front guys. Really nice penetration there. They shot a lot of guys into the gaps.
Gorgas is in the back with D.F. Feldman's looking to throw. Has a man over in the corner, overthrows him on the far side of the end zone. And it'll go 3 and out. And we'll see. They have Ryan Shattuck, who was the kickoff man, is an excellent kicker. See whether or not they go for 3 or they're just going to try to get a 4-down play here. So 4th down and goal.
Yeah, I think we're here myself. Of course, again, this is the old school. You take the 3 points. You don't want to give up points here. This is going to be a big play for the Titusville defense.
This time it'll be a single back. That'll be Kolka. Feldman will stay in the shotgun. 2 to the right for Warren. 4th down and goal. This could be a big stop for the Rockets. They can get it here. And there's a penalty flag movement, and I believe it's against Warren. This might change the call for the Warren Dragons, and it will, as I believe the kicking team's coming in.
Yeah, I think when you give up 5 yards like that, that makes it 4th and very long. You just don't want to take that chance. You take the points here.
Well, when you start at 1st and 8, and you're now at 4th and 6, you probably do want.
Yeah, you want to take the field goal here.
So Shattuck will do the kicking for Warren, and they'll spot the ball at about the 18-yard line. So it'll be a 28-yard field goal for Ryan Shattuck. They get set to spot the ball. There's the snap, high snap. Kick is up, and the kick is driven no good, wide to the left. So Titusville, in spite of their fumble, comes up and stops Warren. That's a good drive for Titusville to stop with the giving up that 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's an outstanding defensive series with your back against the wall. First play from offense is a fumble. You turn the ball over. They get a really short field. Basically, they get no yardage on their series. Penalty, high snap, no points. It's a good defensive outing here for the first series for Titusville. Now the offense has got to forget the fumble and go.
And after a missed field goal from that distance, it comes out to the 20. So it's 1st and goal, Titusville at the 20. It's where we started after kickoff. We'll see what Titusville can do on this series. You had a momentum shifter real quick on that fumble, and now Titusville stops him in 4 plays. The momentum can come back to Titusville. It's very early in the ball game. We're only at the 10:32 mark, but a couple of big plays already. Brown set to go. Everybody comes in tight. Ball is given off to the second man coming across. It's Cody Sines. He's going to try to get to the outside, and he won't get there. G.J. Feldman up to make the hit for Warren.
Nate Brown on the carry gets taken down by G.J. Feldman.
And that will bring up a 2nd down and about 11. Loss of about 1 on the play.
Rocket ball carrier for a 1-yard loss.
So Titusville 2nd down and 11. 10:05 left to go here. First quarter just underway at War Memorial Field. Now we have Corkland in the backfield alongside of Todd Brown. Snap. Ball's given off. No, Todd's going to keep it up the middle. Oh, he slips and comes down at the 20. Tried to make a cut back to his left, and his feet went out from under him.
Brown gets knocked down by Evan Suppa.
Brings it out to the 21. A pickup of about 3 or so in the play.
Yeah, it looked like Todd had an angle there to cut back. If he kept his feet, we'd have had, maybe picked up another 4 or 5 yards there.
Tom Russ comes in now, wide out for the Rockets. And I believe that is Corkland still in the backfield with Todd Brown. That's a switch from last week. Cody Sines and Lamy come in tight now on the right side for the Rockets. Clock down to 7, play clock. There's the snap. Out to the right side. Pass is complete out of the 20, the 25, and down inside the 25 to about the 26-yard line. And that was Nate Brown, I believe, for Titusville.
You're going to see him throw this into the flats on the left side of the offense. It's a nice catch. He's got to get it up the field and make this guy miss, and he just can't quite do that. So we're going to get about 5 yards on that play.
So it brings up a 4th down and 4 for Titusville at their own 25, so they have to punt this away. Corkland were doing the kicking. Warren standing back at their own 40 to receive this kick. Need a good snap, good punt here, and some coverage. Good snap. Nice kick coming down the right side, and fair catch at the 46-yard line for Warren. That's where they'll put it in play, 1st down and 10. So Shattuck receives the punt for Warren, and Warren now gets their second offensive series at the 8:25 mark, first quarter.
You think it's a simple thing, but catching that punt instead of letting it bounce, because you never know where that oblong ball is going to bounce to. So it's really important for punt returners in particular. Get up there and catch the ball.
First down and 10. The ball is at the 47 now of Warren. This will be their second possession. Titusville unable to move the ball. Been deep in their own territory the whole game. Early here in the ball game. Double wideouts for Warren on the left side. Single back. Fellman in shotgun. Fellman gives it off to the first man through. He's going to be hit and dropped. A gain of about 3 on the play. Let's get some numbers coming up here. Nosco I see there. Looks like maybe Brown. I'm not sure who 23 is. We don't have 23 in our program. Have to look at my program from last week. Second down now and 7.
Okay, I think 23 is actually Daniel Stearns.
Oh, that's probably who it is, Danny Stearns, instead of 24. Fellman now brings the team out, second down and 7. The ball is at midfield. Kolka is in at fullback, I believe that's who it is. Can't see his number from here because of the angle. First man, given off, and he is leveled. Coming through the middle, and it was Kolka and Titusville shooting the gap. Nosco, I believe Oaks. In there. A loss of a couple on the play to bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, there's 3 white shirts right there on the handoff. And it looks like
Nosco's 60.
60 Nosco right there.
Amy also in there.
Good penetration by the front 5 here of Titusville.
Now they're going to a power I formation with Fellman under center. Fellman. And there's movement, and that will cost Warren 5 yards. On the far side, it looked like maybe Jimerson was moving, and so illegal procedure on Warren. Take it back inside their 45. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 15. That's the second motion penalty.
Second motion penalty. That in the right tackle, and it's not. I mean, you can't. You'll hear a lot of times in the NFL say it's so loud. Here, it's not. Just a little anxious is all.
No butterflies. Warren looking for their first win of the season. Fellman under center, pitches back, coming across the left side. The runner's across the 40, the 45, close to the 50, and is going to be brought down inside the Titusville 50 to about the 47-yard line, and that'll be a gain of about 8 or so on the play. Bring up a 4th down and 5, excuse me.
Yeah, they're going to sweep this to the left side. They had control of the outside. Now, Easton Hogue coming in here, the middle linebacker. Good flow to the outside. Gets there to make a stop.
Almost a fumble, too. Another name you heard a lot last week. Easton Hogue played very well. Warren's going to go for it here. 4th down and 5. And they're going to stay in the I formation. Looks like Solomon Gross at fullback. Pitch back. And, Fry almost got him. And he's going to pick up enough for the first down as he's able to keep his feet as Kolka. Check that. Gorgaz was the ball carrier. Almost in there. Fry shot through.
But Kolka, the fullback, with a good block here. Or Gross, I'm sorry. And there's a miss. They're overran the play. There are 2 guys. And then you had Jason Oaks coming in there late in the play. If he'd have held on to make the stop, it would have been turned over on downs.
First down and 10 now at the Titusville 42. The Dragons' first big drive. Again, they're going to stay under center with Fellman. They keep Gross at fullback, Kolka at tailback. And a flag on the play. Another penalty flag. We'll see what this call is. Nobody seemed to move. They were just getting over the ball. So could be a mouthpiece or something, equipment. It is motion. Somebody did move. Another motion call on Warren, so it'll bring up a 1st and 15. We mentioned this Solomon Gross. We're going to hear a lot about him in the next couple of years. He's 6'2", 225 sophomore. Big load back there at fullback.
Yeah, he's a big kid, and he moves well. He runs
Seems to move well, yeah. Single wide out to the left for the Dragons. Fellman under center. Still in I formation, balanced line. Fellman looking to throw, looking straight back. He's got a man going deep. That's Ryan Shattuck. He's out there by himself at the 10, in for the touchdown. Titusville misplaying it. Todd Brown and Brady Corcoran both getting caught back there as Ryan Shattuck got behind the defense and picks up the big 47-yard touchdown pass from Philman.
Yeah, that's just a good pass, good play by Warren here. Gave the quarterback plenty of time, and you've got Shattuck, who's got our defensive backs beat by 2 steps. You can't do that as the safeties. You've got to be as deep as the receiver.
Ryan Shattuck now will attempt the extra point at the 5:22 mark. The snap, ball's down, the kick is up, and we have a flag. I think Titusville may have jumped that time from the right side. That's just my guess. My 89-year-old eyes and a 23-year-old body.
Yeah.
It is against Titusville, so I was right. How about that? Mark that down someplace.
Good guess.
I was right. Adam, you're up there in the camera. You mark that down because your dad's not going to do it. So Titusville will take the penalty, and it'll be another attempt on the extra point. I'm surprised that the ball down at the 1, they don't go for 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they don't either, but you got what appears to be almost an automatic kicker here.
Yeah, Shattuck's good leg. Good snap. Kick is up, and it's good. 7-0. Warren on top with 5:22 go in the first period. We'll be back with the kickoff to the Titusville Rockets right after this message.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
You know, last week, Steve, we talked about the previous year, 2013, and one of the problems Titusville had was giving up big plays and making that mental mistake, and kind of what happened here with this touchdown pass just now with Fellman to Shattuck.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a defensive breakdown in the secondary in that the safeties have got to run with the deep receiver. You can't let somebody get behind you. Shattuck had 2 steps on our safety, but it was a good play by Warren. The offensive line gave the quarterback plenty of time to sit back there, give him a chance to get open, because you remember that's a 40-yard route. So it's got to take time to develop, and they gave him the time. Nobody in his face. An easy pitch and catch, really.
Well, and he caught him right in stride.
Yeah, it was a good throw.
Yeah,
right
very
in,
nice
right
throw
on
by Fellman.
Right on the mark.
Pretty things to watch. Wish it was Titusville instead of Warren, that's all.
Yeah.
That's not that I'm prejudiced or anything, but let's go Rockets. All right, Shattuck to kick off. The ball's going to be kicked again out of the end zone. He looks like a college kicker.
Yeah, he appears to have a pretty good leg. That's 2 now he's hit, and really has just missed the end line of the end zone.
We mentioned that Ryan Shattuck is a 6'4", 200-pound senior, so yeah, he gets that ball out there and nullifies any speed we have with Corcoran and so on, and Corcoran can break you. So, well, we'll see what happens. Titus now with the 3rd offensive possession at the 5:22 mark, down 7-0. Brown will be at quarterback. Titus now will bring the wideouts from the right end tight. Todd looking at his wristband, set to go. On the snap, dropping back, pressure on, going to throw a little screen to the outside, trying to get it to Corcoran. Pass is overthrown a little bit out of the 20. Incomplete, 2nd down 10.
Yeah, just trying to get that over again to the left side, and I don't believe it's a screen pass, but he's getting pressure real quick. So they may want to see about getting him to the outside, letting Todd use his legs a little bit and roll.
Yeah, you can see it there in the Earl Creek instant replay. Yeah,
it's just
trying to get him one-on-one.
Brady Corcoran's hands there. Not a bad throw, just got to catch a couple of those.
Corcoran in the backfield, Todd Brown, a quarterback, standing at his own 15. On the snap, it's given to Corcoran. Corcoran tries to get up the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped at about the 21-yard line. Pick up a couple on the play. Brings up a 3rd down situation for the Rockets with about 9 to go. Have to get out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, right now I think you're seeing the Warren defensive line has control of the line of scrimmage. Titusville's offensive line's got to start getting control, get a little seam for the backs to scoot through.
Yeah, you're looking at an average of about 225 in that defensive line for Warren. Hogue's in motion. Back it comes to Brady Corcoran. Corcoran's going to dish it off to Hogue. Hogue gets complete at the 35, and he's brought down. Big hit out there at the 37-yard line. I'm sorry, that's Chase Ackerman on the reception. The pass went to the flat on Corcoran, and then from Corcoran to Ackerman.
Yeah, that just gives the defense a little wrinkle to take a look at. It's something you got to watch because Corcoran can throw the ball.
Throws it very well. First down and 10. Titusville with their initial first down. They're at their own 37. Brown still at shotgun. Double wide to the right for the Rockets. Single to the left. Brown's rolling to his right. Still looking. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run it. He's out across the 37 to 40 and out of bounds at about the 41-yard line of Titusville. Pick up a 4 on the play. Bring up a second down and 6.
Yeah, there you see the trying to get him out of the pocket, away from pressure a little bit. And of course, he's a right-handed quarterback, so ideally you want him to roll to his right there. And I'm not sure if there was really much of an intention to throw the ball. He tucked that pretty quick.
Yeah, I think it was a rollout run all the way. Second down, 6. The wide side of the field will be to Titusville's left. Brown and Corcoran in the backfield with him. In motion goes Corcoran. Ball's given off to Corcoran. Want to get him to the outside, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped for a loss of about 3 on the play. Defensive end on the far side for Warren made a nice play in that particular play. Let's see it as it comes up here.
You've got him coming through, and he gets off of Cody Sines' block, gets an arm just enough onto him, and then the pursuit of the defense is there to bring him down. No chance to break that tackle and go on.
Alex Strike on the tackle, 6'4", 235 senior. Big boy on that far side. Titusville now will have a third down and 9, and they'll put trips on the right side. Single back with Brown. In motion now goes Sines. The ball is given off to the outside to Stearns. Stearns wants to cut it up, and there's nothing there. He's going to be dropped for a loss of about 2 on the play. It'll bring up a 4th down punt situation. So after the initial first down, Titusville runs out of territory and out of downs, so they're going to have to kick it away.
Again, right now, I think what you're seeing is the size of Warren controlling the line of scrimmage. We just can't get any holes opened up in the line. Plus, we're not being able to stop the penetration by the defensive front. Once you go out defensive lineman in your backfield, your play's really in trouble.
It'll be interesting to see. We talked about the weather and the heat. Will this affect Titusville more or Warren more? Will that line wear down enough that later, if we can stay close here, we might be able to get something going later in the second half or even later in the second quarter here. Good snap. And the punt is away. It's a low punt. It's going to be fielded at the 35-yard line. Coming across the left side is Shattuck with a block in the back. Across the 40 and the 35, knocked out of bounds by Tom Rusk at about the 40. Now we have a flag at the 49-yard line. So 2 flags on the play.
Yeah, the first one here in the replay, you'll see this Easton Hogue, I believe it is coming across here. As he comes this way towards the camera, right here, the block in the back, you'll see on Hogue, there's one. That's an easy call. The other flag didn't see what happened, but this is a good. Now, here again, we've got to keep our containment on the punt return because we're allowing this guy to come all the way across the field and turn the corner on us, and you can't allow to do that on coverage.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the call is on the second flag. The first one was quite visible on the replay, but we'll have to see what happens here on the second penalty. Officials talking at the 45.
Discussing this pretty hard here to figure out why we dropped a second hanky.
They might be asking which one of them is buying our supper tonight after the game.
And they're
not real sure.
They're pointing. Now, wait a minute. Now, if you go this direction and you turn right, yeah, we got a hold now.
We think it's Stearns, 24. Yeah, we're checking numbers up here in the press box because we have one man with a different number. So we'll see. Now, here's the call.
It looked to be like a hold and I think a block in the back. So
they're talking to Titusville.
I think I would assume Titusville would have their choice of penalties, and I would take the block in the back. It's further backfield. And
Coach Hancock wants to have a brief interlude with the official to get an idea what the call is. We still don't know what the second one is. Yeah, Brian, you got a call down there? Yeah, Brian.
Yes, what we got here is looks like we have a block in the back, and there were 2 fouls on the play. And what Coach Tom Hancock is trying to say is that the very first penalty that was called, right where the ball was caught on the punt, he's been trying to communicate to the officials that that's a penalty that he would like to take. Now, it looks like the officials, there must be something on Titusville because now they're bringing the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, and we may have to do this all over again. But then at the same time, now you see the Warren players are ready to go back to where the penalty is. So I can only guess what's going on here. But look
now they're stepping it off.
Yeah, they're stepping it off, and now they're getting at midfield.
Well, it's out to the 46.
Okay, here's what's going on. Titusville is still going to have the ball. They're going to get the penalty yards, and they're going to have a 4th down and 1. Coach Hancock has got a big decision to make.
And he likes to gamble, so it's hard to tell what will happen here. So we'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely, but you know, Warren on their touchdown drive converted a very important 4th down. Maybe the Rockets can return the favor.
It'd be wonderful if we could. Thanks, Brian. So it's a 4th down and 1 after all of that, and I still don't know what the call is. They haven't given the sign yet for what happened. But we had a block in the back that we saw in the replay, and now the other call, Titusville has accepted. And as Brian said, Coach Hancock wanted to take the penalty out here. So Titusville is going to go for it. Backs are going to be split. 4th down and 1. Big play for the Rockets. It's Todd Brown driving straight ahead, and he gets the good mark. He's got it. He's out to the 48.
Quarterback keeper.
Running right over the big center, Matt Kerr, 160 pounds.
160-pounder. It's funny because we talked about this on the way up here about how these spread offenses and shotgun formations take a 4th and 1 and make it a 4th and 5.
Yeah.
Todd Brown underneath center there, straight ahead. That's a good play there by Titusville.
Yeah, good movement by the 2 guards, Nosko and Oaks, and center Matt Kerr. 1st down and 10, Titusville now as they get set to go. 2:40 left in the first quarter, 7-0. Franklin. Warren on top. Titusville will send double wides both sides. Brown on the snap, and Titusville moved. Boy, I'll tell you, that was real close if that was moving on Titusville.
Yeah, I think if you look here, I think it's the right tackle. You may not see it in the picture here, but I believe it's Scott Fry gets just a little bit ahead of the snap.
Boy, and I mean just ahead of it, too. Okay, so it brings it up a 1st down and 15 now as the ball goes back to the Titusville 43.
5-yard mark out, takes the ball back to the 43.
2:38 still in the first quarter. Titusville down 7-0 to the Dragons. Gave up the big 47-yard touchdown pass. Titusville send double wides right, double wides left. Single back with Brown. I believe it's Stearns. Brown's looking to throw, still looking, down over the middle. He has, Cody Signs just off his fingertips at the Warren 40. If that had been down just a little bit, Cody picked up some big yards. So a good call, but incomplete pass.
Yeah, incomplete there. You'd still like to have Cody bring up it. You see him reaching for the one hand, get both hands up there. That ball's easier to catch with 2 hands.
So to bring up 2nd down 15. Double wides both sides again for Titusville. And now we have a official timeout. We're going to change the football. That was the problem. They greased the ball.
Yeah, the problem is we supply our own balls to our offense, and somebody did it
after
to
I said
themselves.
That's kind of stupid. It was a stupid remark to begin with, and then we do it ourselves. No, that's not going to work. All set to go. Titusville now going to shift. Cody Signs will come in tight, and we'll go to a double backfield. Under center is Todd Brown. Todd looking to throw. Got a man open. Get there, Cody. Oh, Cody hesitated. If he'd have kept on running, it was wide open to the tight end. Watch this, Steve. Oh, I can't see him now.
Can't see the receiver down there, but you can see. Now, the one thing I'd like to see, and it's a good throw, just a little bit over, but if Todd had come back, planted that back foot, and then step into that throw, it might be a little bit easier to complete instead of fading back as he throws it.
3rd down and 15. Just as they got out there about 7-8 yards, Cody just held up a little bit, too.
Yeah, and I think Todd just has to settle down a little bit, hold on to that ball just a little bit, plant that foot, step into the throw, and I think you're going to see him make some of these completions.
Double wides both sides again for Titusville. Todd Brown dropping back, looking to throw. He's got some pressure. He's got to get out the outside. He's going to have to hustle. He's going to pull it down. No, he's going to throw it. He's got a man open, and it's almost intercepted by DJ Fellman at the zone 40-yard line, but making a good play on that ball out there for Titusville was Easton Hogue. The pass was intended for him, and he came back and made the hit. Therefore, the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, they get nobody on the defensive end or the linebacker crashing in hard. They're forcing Todd to the outside. But again, he's looking downfield as he gets the corner, takes a look, makes a nice little throw here, just a little bit underthrown, and a good play by the defensive back. But it broke up by Easton Hogue, who was smart enough to get in on that hit and not let him catch the ball. So it's a good play by Easton Hogue there, just inches away from making things happen.
4th down and 15. Kick for Titusville will get off at about the 33 and make it the 35. Nice punt. It's going to drive the receiver Shattuck back. He lets it go over his head, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 12. So a nice kick by Corkland, and Warren will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 12.
Yeah, cardinal mistake. You guys are on a punt return. You got to catch the ball. You don't ever let the ball bounce.
1:57 left to go here, first quarter. Warren ahead, leading 7-0 at this time.
Now, here's an important time for Titusville's defense to step up here. Now you've got a little bit of field position. You get a 3-and-out here. Test Warren's punter and see if you can't get some decent field position going into the second quarter.
Yeah, it could be very important. It's the first time we've put the ball down on this side of the field the whole first quarter, so we'll see what we can do. Fellman has a single back. It looks like Solomon, I think, in the backfield. Solomon Gross, a single setback. Double wise to the left for Warren. Fellman back in shotgun. Fellman, flag, and there's motion. And Fellman will carry it out across the 15, but that play's coming back. We have motion once again. And I believe it was the running back Solomon Gross, who moved a little quick.
See it here just in the leap. I see if he gets off just a little bit quick on that. No, the quarterback did. I think they got him on the quarterback.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, when a quarterback makes that step back and that ball's not moving, it's going to draw a flag here. There's Warren. That's their fourth procedure penalty here so far, and it's only the first quarter.
Well, we got to take advantage of it if we can. The ball will be taken back now to the Warren Dragon, about the 6-yard line, I believe, which will bring up a first down 15 at the 6 with 1:52 left here in the first quarter. So I need to take advantage of some of these penalties now as we can hold them here.
Yeah, Titusville has to step up here now. Warren's giving you a hand here, making these 5-yard penalties. You got to stop them back here now and get field position here.
Fellman now with a single back. I believe it's still Solomon Gross. Dropping straight back, looking to throw. He's got a man coming down the sideline. He's got him beat and just overthrows the receiver. Brown was beat deep, and the pass was intended for Pratt. Bailey Pratt of Warren just had a step, but Fellman just overthrew him, so bring up a second down and 15.
Yeah, I think Titusville's corners here have to, if they're going to play man-to-man, they've got to learn to adjust to the speed here quick. If you're not as fast, you got to back off of that. Here again, you got a Warren receiver that's got 2-3 steps on their defensive backs.
Second down, 15. The ball's on the Warren Dragons 7. Fellman getting the snap, gives it off to the big man coming across the right side. He's out across the 15, the 20, the 25, and he's still going. The 35, the 40, and he's going to go at the 40, 35, 30, and it's going to be a touchdown. Warren, no flags. 85 yards. The big boy, Solomon Gross, takes it 93 yards on the carry. Big play.
Just opened up a gaping hole here. The offensive line of Warren has control of the line of scrimmage and just opened up a huge hole. Brady Corkland misses him. Brady's got to learn, he's just a sophomore too, but I don't care how big the kid is or how fast he is. You've got to get a hand on him, hold on to him, let him drag you 10 yards if you have to until help can come and you can bring him down. That's what you have to do with a back that's 6'2", 230.
Pretty good speed right there for that big kid.
Yeah, he's got good speed.
Shattuck attempt the extra point. Snap, placement, kick is up. The kick is good. 1:32 to go in the first quarter. Warren 14, Titusville nothing. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the Warren kickoff right after these messages. Titusville Rocket football on Stream TV. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
At Sylvan Equipment in Centerville, we want to take this opportunity to salute all Titusville Rocket athletes and those who take part in any and all extracurricular activities. We recognize your hard work and dedication to your school, your community, and your family, and more important, to yourself. While you're working hard on the field or in the classroom, know that the hard-working folks at Sylvan Equipment will be there to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, Rockets, from Sylvan Equipment in Centerville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
Shattuck about to kick off now for the Warren Dragons. It is 1:32 left on the clock for the first quarter. Warren 14, Titusville nothing. Squib kick. It's going to be taken by over Rusk's head, and he takes it at the 7. It's up the right side. Tom comes across the 15, the 20, and out to about the 24-yard line before he's brought down. First down and 10, Titusville. So Titusville now will get it in play, first down and 10.
Okay, now your offense has got to answer here. You're down 2 scores now. You can't let this thing get too far ahead of you. You can be out of it here real quick. So Titusville really needs to go down and come up with some points here on this drive.
Titusville comes out of the huddle. Wide side of the field will be to Titusville's left. Corcoran comes wide to the right, along with Ackerman. I believe it's Chase. Now Ackerman goes to tight end. Corcoran comes to the wing. Signs in the wing. Signs giving the ball off, coming to the right side, gets a block, and he fumbles the ball. Ball's on the ground. And I think Warren picked it up at about the 23-yard line. It is Warren's ball as Titusville coughs it up here at their own 23. So things go from bad to worse here for Titusville. Just giving up a 93-yard touchdown run. And on the first play from scrimmage after that, Titusville turns it back over to the Warren Dragons deep in their own territory.
Yeah, you can't, here again, this is Titusville's second turnover. You've made a couple of mistakes here defensively. This is why you're in a 14-point hole. And remember, Warren has already got themselves 20 penalty yards in this first quarter. So, Warren's not helping themselves, but Titusville's got to quit giving it to them.
Feldman's going to stay in shotgun, but we have a double back, 2 backs. Gorgas and Kolkla. Feldman's going to throw. Looks to the right side. Got a man all by himself at the 10. It's complete at the 10. Steps across from the tackle, and now he's going to be brought down behind it about the 2. All by himself on the far side, and that was Bailey Pratt.
Yeah, I don't know whose blown coverage this is here, but he's way open. I mean, he's almost a county away. He almost had to come from Crawford County. It was to make it the tackle there, and I think that's Easton Hogue on the tackle.
Cooper Lamy.
Cooper Lamy, I'm sorry.
So it's first down and goal at the Titusville 2. Once again, the Dragons going to work at pushing this back in here as they now have leading 14-0. They have an I formation. Feldman will be under center. Feldman still looking. Gets set. On the snap to the tailback, straight through, gets the hole, and he's in for the touchdown. Ryan Gorgas with the touchdown. The 5'8", 170-pound junior puts the 20 points on the board, the 20th point on the board for the Dragons with 58 seconds left here just in the first quarter.
Now here again, you'll see him come right off here between the guard and the tackle, I believe, and you see the Warren offensive line has just opened up holes, collapsing it down.
Nice
the
block.
back comes in and kicks him out. Wide open there. I think maybe you can get through that hole.
Walking. Luke says maybe not. Ryan Shattuck with the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 58 seconds left to go. We'll stay here and wait for the Titusville kickoff with 58 seconds to go. So Titusville got themselves in a very, very deep hole situation, and so far in this first quarter have not shown a real positive offensive series.
Well, no, they haven't. They haven't. They've gotten 1 first down. You look at the stats here a little bit. They've got some passing yardage, but they're not getting anything going with their ground game. You're not seeing Todd Brown escape anything here. They have no control on the line of scrimmage right now. They're getting pushed around by that bigger defensive line from Warren. So now they're going to have to, their offensive linemen are going to, get it together, work as a unit, try to get some holes open. You don't need to go try to get this back all in one play or all in one shot, but you got to put a drive here together this half and score. If for nothing else, to prove to yourself we can score in this football team.
The other side of the coin here, Steve, is Warren Dragons, in spite of the 4 penalties that you mentioned, are playing quite well. Feldman looks pretty good at quarterback. Now, maybe our play on the secondary is making him look a little better than he is, but his receiver's been wide open, but he's throwing the ball well, runs his offense well, and he's got some pretty good-sized backs behind him in front of that.
Well, it's just
line.
the one pass here right before the last touchdown. We had somebody wide open. We're not,
2 steps off.
We're just 2 steps off, and he is putting the ball on the money.
Yeah.
So we've got to either get tighter on the receivers, or we're going to have to generate a pass rush to try to get in the quarterback's face a little bit, make him make a mistake.
Which is difficult with
Which is difficult to do because you've got to overcome that offensive line.
Yeah. So it's a tough situation right now for Coach Hancock and the Rockets, but we'll see what happens as Shattuck will once again tee it up. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. 21-0, Warren on top here at War Memorial Field. Good kick by Ryan Shattuck, and it's going to go over the heads of the Rockets into the end zone, and automatic touchback. Titusville will take it first down and 10 out here at their own 20-yard line. This whole quarter has been played for the most part except for one series, and that one ended up in a 93-yard touchdown run, but except for one series on our side of the field, mostly between the 20 and the 40 of Titusville.
Yeah, and if you notice the difference between this game, what Warren has done when they've got the field positions, they put points on the board.
Yeah.
Last week at Franklin, Titusville had field position but couldn't score, okay, until later on in the game. They finally got some points on the board here. But Warren has taken advantage of that field position. So Titusville's got to get something going here and try to change that yet again.
Titusville has a first down and 10. We'll send Tom Rusk wide to the right. We have trips to the left. Ball's given off to Corker. No, Todd Brown keeps it. Comes out across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Pick up about 4 on the play. Bring up a second down for Titusville. Give them 3, second down 7.
Brown on the keeper for a 3-yard gain.
40 seconds left here in the first. Titusville will come out of the huddle quickly. We'll send Lamy and Cody Sines wide to the right. Ackerman's in the wing right, and I'm not sure who's in the right. Ackerman now come check that. It is Sines. McIntyre comes in motion. And whistle and a flag, and the penalty will be on Titusville motion. Not sure who it was on. So that'll move the ball back 5, and it'll bring up a second down and 12 for Titusville.
Yeah, and when you're having trouble offensively moving the ball, getting any momentum at all, these kind of things, even a 5-yard penalty, it just kills you here. We got to stop penalties.
It's not the yardage in it in itself. It's the mental.
The mental part of it, yeah.
You got to overcome the mental. You got to forget to score 21-0, play nothing here, and get something going. McIntyre again comes in motion to the right. Now we have trips to the right. Low snap. The ball's on the ground, and Todd Brown's going to get caught. No, he's got a man over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of McIntyre out at the 25. Todd Brown had the ball snapped low. You can see it at his feet. Picks it up. Almost got caught in the backfield. Breaks one tackle. And comes to the outside now. Looks downfield, as Steve said. He keeps his eyes upfield and just out of the hands of Skylar McIntyre at the 25.
Yeah, Skylar's got to make that catch. Todd makes a good play with that low snap and gets outside. The defensive end there, or the outside linebacker, I'm not sure which position he's actually playing. Again, coming in almost untouched or virtually untouched. He's getting a lot of pressure on Todd Brown.
Milwaukee was the defensive end you're referring to. Another big lineman. Titusville stays with trips to the right. Hogue in the back, and now Titusville moves, and that'll cost us 5. Another mental mistake. That'll make third down and 17 now for Titusville. They bring it back inside the 10. So.
Yeah, the official that time had his choice from either one of the two wideouts. They both moved at the same time.
Well, I think actually all 3 did.
They all moved. They were on a different snap count as the interior lineman, apparently.
Third down and 17 with 2.3 seconds left in the quarter. The ball's at the Titusville 12. Brown's rolling to his right, still rolling. Throws up short, and it is complete out at the 25. Not quite enough for the first down, but it'll bring up a third down situation. Certainly a makeable situation now. The ball is at the 25-yard line. Bring up a fourth down now and about 5. So I'm sure, well, I shouldn't say that. I'd say I'm sure we'll kick it away as the quarter time runs out. So the end of the first period of play, it's the Warren Dragons 21, the Titusville Rockets 0. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. With 60-degree days and 40-degree nights, we all know what's coming soon. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We have 4 models ranging from 43 to 68,000 BTU and very impressive burn displays. We also have added Yodel, America's finest cast iron wood and gas stoves. They are great heaters and add real beauty to your home. home. We continue to offer the full line of Lopi, Avalon, and FPX wood, pellet, wood and gas stoves, fireplaces, and fireplace inserts. We also offer Cozy King, Fire Chief, and Leisure Line wood coal furnaces and boilers. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
4th down and 5 is, I believe it's Corcoran back to punt. He'll get the kick away from just about his 16, 17-yard line. 2 receivers back deep. And it's a low kick. And it's going to come out across the 50, roll inside the 50, and go out of bounds at about the 41-yard line, say the 40-yard line. So Warren will put it in play 1st down and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there in that punt, whether they come off or bad drop or whatever. But, you know, they happen. High school punters still got a good roll out of it. Warren's going to get, you know, pretty much their average starting field position so far this game.
Yeah, they've had good field position, and they've taken advantage of it. So it'll be 1st down and 10 Warren, and it'll be at their own 40-yard line. Thanks to Oil Creek Plastics for the instant replays we were able to show you here this season. A lot of help to our production and to our broadcast. We appreciate that. Feldman will go in the shotgun. I believe it's Gross at the fullback position. And the ball is given off to him. He drives across the left side. He'll pick up a couple on the play. Brought down out there by Nosco and Easton Hogue.
That's a good defensive play. Kind of fought off a block here to keep it to a 2-yard gain, 1 2-yard gain. Easton Hogue filling from the middle. And that's what you got to do here. You're going to have to gang tackle. These kids are running back. They're pretty strong. They're good-sized kids. So you're going to have to gang tackle to stop them.
Warren will come out of the huddle, send a double wides to the right, single to the left. Now they're going to keep a balanced line. Solomon Gross will be at tailback. Young sophomore. Fellman. And the shotgun. Fellman gives it off to Gross. He comes across in the same play he scored on. He stopped there. He's stuffed. As coming in quickly, Easton Hogue once again shot in there, and we'll give him maybe 1 on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll see him, but you watch the little white shirt that comes in here. It's going to be Easton Hogue from the middle linebacker spot right there. Comes right up and look at him again. We talked about him last week. He guys gets his shoulder squares, hit and wrap. That's a good tackle by Easton.
And that's a big back that he's bringing down, 6'2", 225, but that's the way you do it. 10:40 left to go first half, 21-0 Warren. Warren will send a wide out to the left. They'll keep ends in tight. And they'll go to I formation. Fellman will come in under center. Fellman waiting for the snap. He gets it. Pitch back. Comes to the running back. Comes across the left side. Cuts back nicely across the 45, the 50. And he breaks the tackle. He's at the 30, the 20, and he'll take it in. 57 yards. Touchdown for Warren Dragons. And that's Kolka on the run for the Warren Dragons. Wow. I thought we had him a couple of times.
Well, we should have here. You watch this here, and he's going to go. They got the fullback lead, but look at that hole that's opened up. There's nobody there. He's into the secondary, and this is what's disappointing here. Corcoran and Brown both not even getting a hand on him.
Feldman, the quarterback, leading the play.
You've got to, your defensive backs in particular, grab a hold on to something.
Extra point attempt here with 10:16 to go in a half. High snap. The kick is up, and it is good. Good job by the holder. And Warren goes up on top. 10:17 left in the half, 28-0. Warren on top. We'll be back with the Warren kickoff right after this message.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
10:16 left to go here in the first half of play. Warren with 4 touchdowns here in the first half. Lead Titusville 28-0. Putting up some big yardage. We talk about big plays. That was 57 yards. They had a 93-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. We had a couple of big pass plays. So they're putting up some big yardage against Titusville's defense right now.
Yeah, they're putting up a lot of yards against the Titusville defense, and now it's it's gut check time for Titusville. These kids have to step up now. It's 28-0 here. You've got to make something happen. Both offensively, you got to get a drive going. You've got to get some points on the board, and defensively, you got to shut them down. You got to start making tackles, and or this thing's going to be a runaway before the half's even over.
Yeah, we'll be into a fast clock second half the way it's going right now. Shattuck once again to kick off for Warren. Good kick. It's going to be taken at the 5-yard line by Corcoran. Corcoran up across the right side, gets a block on the outside, out across the 30, and knocked down at about, it breaks the tackle. He's at the 35, the 40, breaks another tackle. He's at 45, knocked down at the 42-yard line. My goodness, what a nice run. I had him down back here early, and boy, he gutted that one out, Steve. That was a nice run back.
Yeah, that was a good run back. That's a 55-yard run back. There, you see him come to the outside, 2 misses. There's
nice
a good
hit there,
low
too.
to his shoulder, then kept his legs driving. They're very important for running backs. If you get hit, keep driving your legs. Nice run back by Mr. Corcoran.
So Titusville with the best field position offensively, first down and 10 at the Warren Dragon 40-yard line. Yeah, I was impressed with that run back. Good effort. Get some spark going here. Titusville now is going to shift. They're going to bring in ends in tight. Brown's looking to throw, dropping back. He pulls it down. He's out across the 40, inside the 35, down to about the 31. Pick up for about 9. Oh, do we got a spark going here, Steve? Hope that'll be good.
Well, that's what you need. You need a big play, and you got it off of the kick return by Corcoran. And here you're seeing a little bit of what Brown did last week, pulling that thing down and getting some yardage for us.
Titusville comes out quickly over the huddle. They'll send Lamy to the right, signs in the wing to the slot to the left, to the right, excuse me. Wide left now is Brown. In the slot left is McIntyre. Todd Brown pulls it down. He's going to come to the outside, across the 35, and Jitterbugs down inside the 30 to the 27. Enough for the first down, so Titusville picks up, I believe, their second first down offensively of the first half. So, but we got some movement going here, Steve, a little bit of energy.
Yeah, and if you look at it, it looks like Titusville's now trying to step up the pace of play a little bit. They're trying to get to the line of scrimmage, get some plays going here to try to keep this momentum going.
Titusville now will bring Ackerman wide to the left, along with Tom Rusk. We have double wides to the right. Catch the numbers here when we get a chance. Corcoran will stay in now. They bring the men in tight, both sides. Brown at quarterback on the reverse. Gives the ball to Signs out across the 30. Drives in. We have a penalty flag down, and it looks like a block in the back on Titusville. We'll see what the call is. About where the play went down here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. He 59. Comes across here to the left.
Just missed it.
Just missed him there. Maybe there, but he threw the flag back a little bit. Looks like they're going to call holding now. They're going to bring it back.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw the flag go to that direction. Saw the Titusville man, the guard pulling, I believe it was Downing. So it'll be a hold on Titusville. That's too bad because it's a pretty good pickup right there. With some momentum going. They'll bring the ball back outside the 40 to the 42-yard line. So that brings up first down in the bundle here.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot.
Well, we just need to pick it up now, guys.
Takes the ball back to the 42.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker there. You had things going your way, and then you commit a major infraction that way. And a lot of yardage now to make up for the Rocket offense.
Trips to the right for Titusville. Brown again in shotgun, has been. The low snap, rolling to his right, still rolling, throws up short. It's complete to Cody Signs. Turns upfield. He's at the 30, the 25, and it's going to be stopped at the 21-yard line or so. So picked up a bundle on that play. And the linesmen want to move to a first down situation, but it is not a first down.
No, this is a good move. I don't know how he's just open by himself there. And he continues running, falls the block. A good block by Chase Ackerman. That's tough to do. That downfield block but that's a good job. Keeps his hands inside and doesn't get called for a hold.
So it brings up a second down and 4. So on the first in a bundle, big play for Titusville to keep this pressure on as they're inside the 25. On the snap, it's given off to the first man through. It is Corcoran. Drives through the 20 down to the 19. And that'll bring up just about a yard short of the first down. Bring up a third down, and we'll call a third down and 2.
That's a good run there by Brady there. He's trying to get the corner there, sees it may not be there, turns that up, squares his shoulders, and gets upfield.
It's right at the 20. Titusville goes double wides left, double right. Now they bring him in tight. Brown dropping back to throw, still looking. Throws a little corner pass. It's complete to Corcoran. Corcoran across the 15, enough for the first down inside the 15. So a good series right now for Titusville. Having that 10-yard penalty on holding brought up a first down in a bundle, and Titusville was able to move the flags. Brian, what you got down there for us?
Yes, I got you. What's going on?
Well, we're just enjoying this drive, finally getting a little bit of movement, going here for the Titusville offense. Hang on a second, Brian.
It seems like when we get people isolated one-on-one, we've got people that are open and we can move the ball.
Todd Brown waiting for the snap. We have doubles both sides. Brown dropping straight back, looking to throw. A little screen pass over the middle to Corcoran. Corcoran gets a block, across the 10, inside the 10, and dropped maybe the 9-yard line, depending on the spot. So, yeah, seemed to go pretty good down there for us right now, Brian, offensively.
On the receiving end of that pass. Short gain to the 10-yard line.
First down, check that, second down, get this right, second down and 4. Ball at the Warren, just inside the 10. We'll call it at the 9-yard line. Nice drive by Titusville. Really need to come up here. Now we have a whistle and a timeout, I believe. So with 6:51 to go first half, the score Warren 28, Titusville nothing. Titusville takes the timeout. We'll be back with the, hopefully, capping off this drive with a touchdown in just 1 minute. Stay with us.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
We're at the 6:51 mark here in the first half of play. 28-0 Warren, but Titusville with a nice drive here. We have it second down and 5 on the 9-yard line of Warren. So critical for both sides of the ball here. Warren doesn't want to give up the score, and of course Titusville wants to keep this momentum going. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's a big drive for Titusville because they've got to get some points on the drive or points on the board out of this drive here.
So Brown now in the shotgun. Titusville keeps the wideouts in tight. Corcoran in the backfield with Todd. On the snap, ball's given off and counter to Cody Sines. Cody Sines turns upfield. He's at the 5 and knocked down at about the 4. Should be enough for the first down, depending on the spot. Looks like a first down from up here. And they're going to spot it right at the 5. It'll be just a little bit short. Third down, and we'll call it 3rd and 1 at the 5.
Yeah, that's about the 4th or 5th time we've seen that little counter come across with Cody Sines there. This time he's able to get the corner on the outside, pick up 5 yards, 4 3/4 yards by the spot.
So it'll be first down. Check that. It will be 3rd down and 1 for Titusville. Of course, we're in 4-down territory. Chase Ackerman goes wide to the right. Corcoran stays in the backfield with Brown. On the snap, Brown keeps it. Brown drives straight ahead. He's got enough for the first down. He's inside the 5 and still drives ahead as he's racked up by several Warren Dragons. Good effort by Todd, but that'll be enough for the first down, I believe, for Titusville. Certainly appears that way from up here. That'll should bring up a first down and goal unless they call the chains in. They're going to call the chains in. I thought he had a little more than that.
Well, I think there he's beyond the 5. Easy beyond the 5. I'm not too sure where they have it spotted.
I thought they had him
maybe
at the
that
4.
Marker must be closer to the 4.
I don't think they have it marked about where he was, Steve. It's like a pretty good spot for the ball. So let's bring the chains across to see whether or not we got a first down here.
Wait.
I know, I'm agreeing with an official.
It must be the heat.
Usually those guys in those black and white shirts, we like to pick on, especially if it's Chip Burns. So here's the measurement. We'll see what we got here.
It's good by the length of the football.
And it's about, my goodness, got to get a tape measure out here.
No, it's not going to be. It's going
to be 4th down in inches.
A 4th down in an inch, by the way he looked at that.
Wow.
Just short.
So just short of the first down.
That's really precise marking of the football right there. Let me tell you. I thought he had it myself, but that's you know.
Well, that's
why I'm up here.
Yeah, well, that's why they're down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Making the big bucks.
That's right, making the big bucks. Big 4th down here for Titusville now. You've got to get this thing an inch further down the field to continue the drive.
And we got to stay away from penalties here. So Todd will go under center. Of course, I imagine Warren's going to stack it up there in the middle, because last time we had a 4th down short, Todd went on a sneak. Under center, Todd Brown, 4th down and inches. Todd straight ahead, and he comes to the left side, and I think with the lean, he's going to get there. He's going to be – that's a good second effort by Todd. Let's watch it here.
You watch him coming straight up there. There's nothing there. He's going to bounce to the outside, keep the legs going, gets it just by. It's a good job by the Warren defense. They're going to submarine the offensive line, so there's no gap there. Here, the second effort, just to the left of the pile there, enough to get the first down. It's a good effort by Todd Brown.
Yeah, that's a good effort. It's a good job by, as you mentioned, the defensive line. But better for us. First down and goal at the 4. A lot of time, 5:30 left to go in the half. Titusville needs to punch this one in. Really put together a good drive here this time around. Got Corcoran in the back. Ball's given off. No, Brown falls him straight ahead. He's going to be close to the goal line. Bring it down to about the 1 or so. Followed Corcoran right up the middle.
Straight ahead into the middle of the Dragon defensive line.
And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal for Titusville. Solomon Gross in there on the stop.
That's an interesting little formation there with you've got Brady Corcoran, a sophomore, standing by Todd Brown, and you're going to lead block with Brady Corcoran. 150 pounders. I'm looking at the Titusville sideline here. I'm just looking for, I don't know, somebody 150, 160, be a lead blocker there. But give Brady credit. He's putting his head in there and trying to open up and knock some people out of the way.
4:40 left to go here in the half. The backs now are split with Cody Sines and Corcoran. Todd's under center, and now we have a timeout, Titusville. So with 4:36 left to go, we'll stay right here, Steve. That was, yeah, it is kind of an interesting situation. But, you know, we watched last year, Brady was a freshman playing some varsity ball. I think he's a sophomore. I think I'm correct on that. And we thought he really stuck his head in a lot of plays last year, and he's really matured and come up nicely to help the Rockets out. Let's go down the field and talk with Brian. Brian? Hey, Brian, you there? Just stand and pick you up. Hang on a second. We'll see if we can get you. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, it seems like that right now the Rockets, as you know, are 2nd and 1. They've been trying everything inside, Jim. I'd be very, very interested to see if maybe on this particular play he'll get bunched up in the middle and see if there's anything we can get on the outside. Everything that since we've been inside the 5, Todd has kept it and tried to go inside. I'll be interested to see if he's going to take a chance here on a 2nd and 1 to see if he's going to go outside with it this time.
Well, we'll see if you're right here. Hang on there. We'll take a look.
Okay.
As Titusville comes back out, the ball is on the left hash mark like this. And if what Brian is saying is right, the wide side of the field would be to Titusville's right. Titusville had the backs will split. It'll be Corcoran and Cody Sines with Todd Brown under center. Strong side formation to the right for Titusville. Brown gives the ball off to Corcoran. Corcoran cuts it up. Touchdown, Titusville. A little bit to the wide side, like Brian said. Instead of straight up the middle, come off the left tackle. Got a good block out there and punches it in for the first score for Titusville. 28-6. Warren. Titusville attempt the extra point. Some good blocking
this is
here.
A nice little run. He looks like he's going outside, but he sees the cut back inside, and you've got a good block, lead block. Jason Oakes there pushes his man into the end zone. Brady makes a nice cut off of that block into the end zone. Titusville gets their first points for the night.
Yeah, that could be very important. We talked in the first quarter, and it's early yet here in the first half of play. We still a long way to go in the game, but could the weather have an effect on these big boys of Warren? It'd be interesting to see. The Titusville seem to have the energy that last 5 minutes.
Yeah, big plays will give you that momentum.
Corcoran with the extra point. Corcoran over his back. He's going to go for 2 off the right side. Can he get in there? No. Brought down about the 1 yard line. That was quite the play. The ball snapped to Ackerman. Ackerman threw it over his shoulder to Corcoran, trying to go for the 2, and was just knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
That was a good try there. It's, we've talked about Coach Hancock. He's not afraid to take a chance here, and here he did. When you're down 28-6, got to try to make things happen there. Would have liked to see Brady get there to that edge, but the Warren defense there, alert, came over there and made a nice play on that. Good traveling down the line of scrimmage, the pursuit on that.
So Titusville now will kick off. 4:33 left to go in the half. It's 28-6. Warren on top, but that was a good drive by Titusville. And one of the things that could hold you in good stead, regardless of the outcome of this game, one of the things you have to look at, we got a long season yet, a lot of games to play. And when you get down 28-0, what kind of a gut check do you have? You talked about that in the first half. Well, we come back here with this last series, the last 5 minutes or so. These kids have shown some really strong character and being able to come back. They could have quit, but they come back and put together a good drive.
Yeah, that was a very good drive. Of course, it was sparked by the kick return. Brady Corcoran about 55 yards, and you need those plays. With Brady's ability back there in kick returns, you want to get that. But the nice thing about it, like you said, is Titusville gets the break on the kick return and drives the ball down the field. It wasn't another quick play. It wasn't a 50-yard pass or 45-yard pass. That was a good, solid 8-10 play drive that they did. They even picked up, converted on third downs when they needed to. That's a good offensive drive for Titusville's offense. Now you're telling yourself, hey, listen, we can move the ball against this defense. We just need to settle down now and start playing our football.
And the reciprocal of that is the Warren Dragons have to be thinking, wow, these kids didn't quit on us. We're in a ball game here, and that hurt. That was tiring on defense.
Oh, yeah, very, very tiring.
It's all. And you see Feldman coming off the field. He's under a little bit of help here, the quarterback, and he was the one that apparently made that stop on Brady in the far side of the field. I didn't see him go down. He seems to be walking under his own power, but I did not see that.
You got to wonder whether or not this is, whether his is a heat thing and cramps.
Could be. I couldn't see it. Titusville kicks it off. It's going to come down to about the 10. Warren takes it on the 10, out to the 15, the 20, out to the 25, breaks it out to the 30. He's loose. He's at the 45, the 50. He's going to cut to the outside. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, the Titusville 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Warren. Oh, my goodness, what a game breaker that would be. We talk about momentum, and right away on the kickoff, the Warren Dragons come back with a long 90-yard kickoff return. Boy, that hurt, Steve.
Yeah, it did. It didn't look like Titusville had lost containment. They just got pushed around, and a little bit of a hole opened up there just on the left hash there as he came through. The next thing you know, he's gone.
So just that quick, Warren goes back to picking up the touchdown, back to a 28-point lead with the extra point attempt now coming from Ryan Shattuck. Electrifying runs. Everything that Warren's done tonight in scoring has been the big play.
Yeah, it seems to be Achilles heel of our defense last year.
Coming back to haunt us.
Kick
is up, and the kick is good. 34-6. Warren will be kicking off to the Titusville Rockets. Stay with us. We'll see what Titusville can do now. Back down again. So we'll have to pick up some more momentum. Rocket football on the stream. We'll be right back.
First of all, it's not us. It's what we drive.
So what you're saying? It's not me?
Well, your head's getting as big as Ronnie's. Why don't you try driving one of our other brands?
Nah, I'd rather be the center of attention.
Donovan and Bauer Auto Group on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
4:19 left to go in the first half. 35-6 as Warren picked up the 90-yard kickoff return. After Titusville had worked so hard for about 5 or 6 minutes to push the ball into the end zone, Warren on the kick return takes it all the way to the house, and they pick up the lead now, back up now to 29, 35-6 Warren. So Warren now kicking off. Corcoran will stand back at about his 5. We were talking during break, Tom Rusk back there also. Will they kick it out of the end zone? Will they kick it to Brady? Brady broke a nice run last time they kicked off. We'll have to see what the Warren coaching staff tells the kickoff man, Ryan Shattuck, to do here.
Yeah, momentum is such a fickle thing. It's just unbelievable. Titusville puts together, gets a big play, scores points. The next kickoff, boom, you're giving up points again. That's just hurts.
Shattuck approaches the ball. Kick's going to be a squiver. And it's going to come to the short man. at the 29. He's out across the 30. That's Cody Sines. Drives ahead at the 35 to 37-yard line. That's a nice run by Cody. Out to the 37-yard line. Titusville put it in play first down and 10 on their own 37.
Yeah, that's a good little run. That's a tough ball to handle, too.
Yeah.
And he did a nice job of handling, picking up, not panicking, and getting about 10 yards on a kick return. So that's a good job by Cody.
35-6 as we come down towards the end of the first half. 4:11 to go on the clock. Titusville now will put the ball in play on their own 37. We have Cody Sines and Cooper Lamer on the left side. And I can't see Tom Rusk and I believe Ackerman in the slot on the right side, Rusk wide. Corcoran's in the backfield. We've seen a lot of Corcoran tonight as opposed to Easton Hogue at the running position. A change, I think, that the coaching staff made this week. Brown on the snap, looking to throw, looking downfield, still looking. Now he's going to throw the little out pass to Corcoran. It's completed to 35. 45, inside the 45. No, they said he stepped out of bounds at the Titusville 48-yard lines, but enough for the first down. I'd like to throw that little swing pass. That time, Warren covered it pretty good, Steve. Corcoran slips out to the right side.
Yeah, you watch it. Now, Todd puts a nice little arc on a good touch here because they're right with him. And Brady does a nice job of watching that into his hands. Not badly covered, but that's just a good play by Titusville.
That was a nice throw by Todd. First down and 10, Titusville at their own 48-yard line. Corcoran now in the backfield with shotgun is Todd Brown. On the return, on the left side is Cody Sines. He's out across the 48 to the 50. Pick up a couple on the play on that slant left. Coming from his slot position across the field, picks up a couple. As Steve mentioned, that's about the 5th time we run that play tonight, and it's always been for positive yardage. I guess one time we get stopped short, but
yeah, we got stopped short one time, but that was it's working. It's getting you what you want, 2, 3, 4 yards. There again, the old days, 3, 4 yards, cloud of dust. That's what you're looking for.
3:30 left to go. 35-6. Titusville over the ball. Double wides both sides. Trips to the right. I'm sorry for Titusville. Todd Brown keeps it. Pulls across the 45. Inside the 45 to the 40. And brought down at about the 40-yard line, 41-yard line of Warren. Nice game by Todd Brown. First down and 10, Titusville.
Yeah, he reads this really well. He reads the defensive end who just kind of stayed there. So he kept the ball and took it up the middle. Makes a couple of nice cuts here. That's good hard running there by Todd again. We're starting to see a little bit more out of Todd as what we saw last week with him.
3:10 left to go. Backs are split. Todd's under center. Puts Lamy in motion to the right. Pitch back. It comes to Corcoran. Gets a block to the outside. Oh, nice rush down. And there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, he was up a little high. Might have been either a horse collar or a face mask, but you're right. It's a nice play here. He comes in, shoots in here from the back side right there.
The hold is on, I believe, Ackerman of Titusville.
Ackerman, yeah.
So that'll move the ball back 10 and take it back inside the Titusville midfield, inside the Titusville territory to about the 48-yard line. So we go back to that first down and 20. Well, the last time this happened to us, Steve, we did pretty well. So it's first down and 22 as we had lost 2 on the play, and it's from a point of the foul spot call. So first down and 22, Titusville at their own 48. Trips to the left for Titusville. Brown and shotgun. Brown looking to throw. Going to pull it down, and he's going to be sacked. Good pressure in there by Warren. Milwaukee is in there making the pressure initially, and then cleaned up by some of the linemen. So a sack on the play for Warren.
Yeah, we're not real sure where he comes from to start from. But you watch, Todd's going to look down the field, and Brady's going to flare out to the right, so he's got no help there. And he comes from that side, and it looks like Scott Fry's chasing him, so he might have got around Scott. But you've got the other defensive tackle from the other side coming in there, just in the quarterback's face. We've got to give him a chance to throw the ball. I think we can throw the ball, just give him some time.
Double wides both sides for Titusville. On the snap, Todd's dropping straight back, looking to throw. Throws out short here to Corcoran. Corcoran one-on-one. He's out across the 50, inside the 50 to the 46. Pick up of about 10 on the play. A lot of short flare-outs to Corcoran here this evening.
Yeah, there's a lot of short things, but if that's what's there, you take it. You know, take what the defense gives you. It's a good move by Corcoran there as he cuts back to the inside.
Got around Solomon Gross that time. 1:38 left to go in the half. 3rd down, 17 for the Rockets. Titusville send trips to the right, single to the left. Brown dropping straight back, looking, getting some pressure. Coming to the left side. Oh, a lot of territory. He's across the 35, the 40, inside the 40, out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Going to be short of the first down, but picks up a bunch of yardage and to bring up a 4th down and 4 for Titusville.
Yeah, he pulls this down and he goes. He sees an awful lot of green, so he decides to tuck it and run. And it's a good little run here, but you're down. You're down 28 points. You'd like to kind of see Todd try to make a juke back to the inside for a couple more yards, but he sees what's available to him. He takes it and makes a good play out of it.
Looked like he had a ton of man coming after him on that inside if he'd have cut back.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys coming from the inside.
So the clock is stopped. 1:18 left to go in the half. Titusville with a 4th down and 4. Brown. Right side of the field to Titusville's right. Brown with a low snap, rolling to his right, still rolling. Throws up short for Cody. Intercepted at the 24. Out across the 40, the 45, and knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line. And I believe that was Alex Sherman, I believe, on the interception. But nonetheless, it was a 4th down play anyway, had we not gotten it. But Warren will take over 1st down and 10, and they'll be at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, that's a tough break here for the Rockets there. You don't really want to, obviously you want to get the 1st down, but to throw a pick and then give up the yardage coming back, it just kind of adds to the problems you're having. It's time now that your defense step up here, get a stop here, and get a punt. You've got a minute 9 left to go here.
So Titusville now goes on to the defensive side of the ball after the interception. We have a new quarterback in here for Warren. On the snap, he's dropping straight back, looking. He's going to be sacked in quickly for Titusville. I believe it's Scott Fry.
I think it's Cody Signs.
I saw the 4.
You saw the 4, missed the 3. That's a good rush there by Cody. He came off the edge there real quick, real hard to get the sack there. Just a good outstanding play there by Cody Signs.
So it brings up a 2nd down, and Titusville's going to take a timeout with a 2nd down and about 17 with 46 seconds to go here.
We want to welcome our listeners in Titusville joining us on WTIV. This is Titusville Rocket Football. We apologize for the technical difficulty for the first half, but we are streaming live. We are on the air in Titusville. So welcome for those joining us here at Warren as the Rockets here are just about done with the first half of play, and they trail 35-6 and a timeout called. Luke Rio, Steve Bodemer, Jim Bodemer, Mike Kolischek, Adam Bodemer, Brian DeFonso here to bring you all the exciting action. And a beautiful Friday, guys. Nice ride over to Warren.
Yeah, it is a nice evening, and it's a hot evening out there. And as Brian mentioned at the beginning of the game, down in the field, about 10 degrees warmer than it is up here in the booth. So those athletes on both sides really having to put in some water, I think, because it's extremely hot down in the field. Probably about 85 from the game's time.
When we started
yeah. And still very warm. So anyway, we have 46 seconds left to go. Hey, Luke, how nice is it to say WTIV again? It's been a long time. It's a 2nd down and 16 at the 42-yard line. Warren with the ball on the snap. Ball's given up the middle to Gross, and he breaks a couple tackles, breaks to the outside, still driving. Brings it out to the original line of scrimmage, about the 48. Big, strong kid.
Yeah, this is a big kid here, and Jason Oaks, nice penetration and makes the hit there. You'd like to have a little bit more help there because one guy probably isn't going to bring this young man down. That's just how strong he is. He's a big, big kid. He keeps his leg drive going.
Skylar McIntyre with a nice effort also to bring him down. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Clock running, 10 seconds left to go in the half. See whether or not Warren can get another play off here. And it's going to be close. They are set to go on the under center. And now we have a whistle and penalty. So the game clock will run down to about 2.4 seconds, but there is a motion penalty, I believe, against Warren. So that'll move the ball back inside the Warren 45 to the 44.
Illegal procedure.
And we'll see now what Coach from the Warren bench wants to run here this last 2 seconds of the first half. Trying to get the quarterback's number out there, Steve. I think it's 13. And that's the case. It's Suppa, Evan Suppa. Not listed as a quarterback, but one doesn't know. That he's under center. And they might go deep here. They got double wides to the right, throw one single wide out to the left, and now we have a delay of game.
No,
and so,
or did they not reset that clock?
I didn't think they reset it, but an awful quick clock, I think. But they're going to move it back 5.
I'm not too sure what happened there. I didn't hear the whistle blow it into play, apparently.
Well, I didn't either, but it seemed like it was pretty quick whistle. Well, they were looking over this side for the call from the bench for quite a while. So, well, whatever. It's 2.4 seconds left to go. This should be the last play of the first half. They got Solomon Gross on the wing on the right. See if they send him deep. Now they're going to put him with the first man through, and he's going to be stopped. Jason Oakes once again with a good rush up the middle, and that's going to end the first half. And they snuffed the ball carrier, loss of about 10, but it makes no difference. That's a good play by Jason Oakes.
Yeah, it's good line play by Jason, getting into the backfield, making a hit, and trying to do what he can to wrap up the big kids from Warren. So, and that's back-to-back plays we've seen out of Jason. So maybe he'll get things going.
First half will come to an end here at the Warren Memorial Field in Warren, Pennsylvania, with the Warren Dragons 35, the Titusville Rockets 6. Stay with us. When we come back, you'll hear the fine music from the Titusville High School Marching Band. We'll be right back.
You see our vans every day. They travel the length of our broadband network, bringing you the best services available. Our technicians and representatives are knowledgeable, available, and nationally recognized as being among the very best in the business. We're a regular presence in our community, always ready to lend a hand. We're Armstrong, a leader in the broadband industry, your friends and neighbors, taking pride in our jobs, and a real partner in making our community a better place.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
And we're back here at halftime. Cabinets by Curtis and Thompson Run Tire bringing you the halftime show. And we're going to take a real quick time here and on behalf of them to allow you to hear the Titusville High School Marching Band 2014 edition.
Now, you've probably wondered where holidays come from. If you haven't, I'd say it's time you begun. When the monster comes alive, be afraid. Be very afraid. A special thank you to our Rocket Band boosters, administration, and board of directors. Good luck to both teams in the second half.
And the Titusville High School Marching Band, once again, with a very fine performance. And we want to remind you that the Marching Band halftime show brought to you by Cabinets by Curtis and Thompson Run Tire, and our thanks to them for being part of our sponsoring families here on the 2014 Rocket football program. So, Stephen, first half, we're going to go down to Brian here in a little bit and get his thoughts on the first half. But Titusville's down 35-6 here in the first half. Big plays for Warren has hurt us. We did have that one good drive, but we've given up a couple of major plays, big plays, 97-yard returns, 57-yard pass returns and running and so on. Got to haul that down, but we also got to come up with something here offensively to try to get back into this a little bit early here in the second half.
right now that you've got to do is Titusville's going to have to kick off. We got the ball to open the game. We're going to have to kick off here to start the second half. You got to get a 3 and out. You got to quit giving up the big plays. Then you got to get the ball to the offense and put together another drive and get a score. Get yourself get your feet back underneath you. Basically, is what's going to have to happen for Warren. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you're doing it well.
If we can't, if Titusville can't stop the big play, they're going to keep coming. And so we're going to keep putting ourselves in position to take advantage of those opportunities when they come. And they've done it very well. Like we said, 2 big pass plays from Warren, not terribly handled by the Rocket defense, just good execution by Warren. The throws were on time and on the money. And, yeah, they had a step or two on the defensive back, but the quarterback still has to put it there. The receiver still has to catch it, and they did that very well. The other thing we've got to do, we got to start tackling better. We're not tackling well as a unit, both on defense and on special teams. We got to start hitting, wrapping up our arms, keep driving our legs, and holding on for help. If we can't get them down one-on-one, hit, hold, let somebody else come in and finish it off.
One of the things that we've been able to watch here in Titusville that I've enjoyed, and you'll see it here, part of that is the momentum that Titusville was able to pick up. This is the touchdown run by Brady Corcoran for the Rockets there in the second quarter. And that capped a really good drive. It started out about our 40 or so after the good kickoff return by Brady Corcoran. But I thought that the last half or so of the first half, last 8 minutes, let's say, the first half, Titusville kids really picked it up quite a bit. And I thought they really, other than that one big play again, a touchdown run and so on, I thought Titusville really outplayed Warren there for a few minutes, and I thought they had the momentum going their way, which I like to see.
Yeah, I thought they did too. And we might be seeing a little bit of fatigue setting in there. Those big guys, hot evening, it's going to be hard on them to keep their legs underneath them. So maybe fatigue is starting to play a role in this. But here you see Todd Brown. This was a scramble earlier in that drive, I believe, where he's starting to make things happen like he did against Franklin. So, Titusville here, now you can't panic, okay? You've just got to keep grinding away at this now. Here's the kickoff of that started the touchdown drive.
Nice,
There's a good run right there by Cody. He runs through a solid tackle and keeps his feet, stumble a little bit there. And they've got angles. You got 3 guys trying to run this young man down. This is just good, hard running. You'll see this impact. We're going to back this up just a little bit here, and I don't know who's there. This is a good hit by the Warren defender. He comes in there and makes a solid hit. You can see the collision
as he comes through. We can get a number here off the Warren.
Here's coming right up, and we don't know that we can get the number, but that's good positioning there in the tackle. And Brady just keeps his feet going, keeps his balance, and Brady's good at that. And this sparks the drive that Titusville gets their only points on. So, don't panic, but you're going to have to play this whole second half now with a little bit of sense of urgency. I think you're going to have to pick up the pace of play offensively because you need a lot of possessions here in this second half to get back on this.
And one of the things that's going to be important, too, is that Warren is going to get the kickoff. They're going to get to receive the kickoff. So we're going to have to step up defensively immediately and see if we can get a 4-and-out type of situation. We were talking up here about the play of Brady Corcoran and so on, some of the runs down there. What was your take in the first half?
My general take, Jim, is that definitely the Rockets had some tackling issues. It was perfectly evident on that 90-plus yard run by that sophomore running back from Warren. We had guys in position, but we just weren't getting the guys down to the ground. And the other thing that I think that I saw is we're getting guys out of position in a couple of places, and they don't look like they are major things, but Warren's athletes just seem to be just good enough that they're going to make you pay for little mistakes like that.
Well, that's what we thought up here, too. And Steve was talking about the tackling situation, as you were mentioning, too, Brian. So we just have to see whether or not the Rockets can step it up. But we mentioned, too, they're going to get the ball back. Warren's going to get the ball back, start the second half. You are here at halftime at War Memorial Field. 2:29 left here in the halftime. This is Cabinets by Curtis, Thompson Run Tire halftime show. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be right back with the rest of the first half activities.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
Second half action heading your way. Rockets and the Dragons here in Warren. Our coverage is brought to you by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Warm Home and Hearth, by Bayless Fuel Service, by State Farm Insurance, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by Sylvan Equipment, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Oil Creek Plastics. Rocket football also brought to you by Larry's Auto Service, by Cabinets by Curtis, by Thompson Run Tire, by the Blue Canoe, by Thermofab, by Armstrong, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, and by True Value.
This webcast is copyrighted by Lightning Strike Productions and the Titusville Area School District for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this webcast without consent is prohibited.
And the Warren Area High School Marching Band taking a hand from the audience as they just finished their halftime show. And we showed you the Titusville Marching Band. One of the great parts of football you never had an opportunity in high school to experience because you were in the locker room at this time, but it was always to have the marching band.
He was in the locker room crying?
No, I was nursing bruises probably.
And crying in the process.
I wasn't that big back then. I'm not like I am now.
Hey, Buck Crab, if you're listening, give me a call and tell me the truth about this, will you? But the Titusville Marching Band, always thrilled to have them around. What a great job they've been doing. The last several years, the band has been being built up and been fun to watch, so we appreciate it.
I was told that they lost like 10 seniors last year.
Yeah.
They made that up and more this year.
Yeah, they did. They have a good feeder program coming. It's just like athletics. You start them young, and you feed them through, and that's what's going on.
You know, it also is.
You can't talk about this because you don't know anything about marching
he doesn't
bands.
know, but it's something that you've always said: success breeds success.
It absolutely does. It absolutely does. You can't take pride away. That's one of the things we were talking about, Steve. Just to go back to football, kind of a segue into it is we talked about Titusville's last half of the first half, the last 8 minutes or so. They showed a lot of pride. And, you know, you build that, and that's going to pay dividends as you go down the road, not just this year, but with the younger kids coming up.
Yeah, and I think Coach Hancock is going to work on that. You know, after a first half like this, what are you going to say to your kids? You know, you can't sit there and just yell and beat on them. They understand what happened. They understand what the mistakes were. I think you got to talk to them and say, listen, you know, okay, now we got to play for ourselves here, okay? We're not out of this. We're not beat yet. But we got to come out. We got to play very good, very hard football here in the second half. You've got to, you know, you got to develop a sense of pride in what you're doing. And I think Coach Hancock will relay that message and try to get them to relax and start playing the football that we saw them play last week.
Hey, a big thanks to our halftime sponsors once again, Cabinets by Curtis and Thompson Run Tire, sponsoring our halftime shows this season. Also, another thanks to the Titusville Moose Family Center, Jim.
Well, they are a group of people who do a lot of good for the community. The Moose Family Center of 84, the Women's Moose 1097. We mentioned this last week. I want to mention it again to you this week. Since March of 2013 to April of 2014, the Moose Family Center 84 has donated $92,000 to the Titusville community. And, yeah, it's just a phenomenal work for the community. And there's organizations that have benefited from their generosity would be the Kids Skates, Benson Library, VFW, the Relay for Life, American Cancer Society, the Area Volunteer Fire Department, Pleasantville Festival Pageant, YMCA, YWCA, St. James House, the Titusville Leisure Services, AM, the American Legion, Love Incorporated, just all of these organizations that the Moose Club has been able to help out. Titusville Redevelopment Program, the Big Brothers and Sisters, Youth Awareness, Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad, And the Titusville Summer Theater, the Elks Charity, Shriners, Rocket Touchdown Club, Titusville Lions, the Titusville Area Hospital, Woodlawn Cemetery, the Titusville Middle School, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of America, March of Dimes, Titusville Rotary, and People for People, West Element. I mean, just all these organizations that the Moose Club has been able to help out. $92,000 to the community. Our thanks to them for their generosity and all they do for the community of Titusville.
Don't forget, at the end of this game, we'll have your Corky's Pizza Family Video Player of the Game. Last week it was Mr. Todd Brown, number 12 for the Titusville Rockets. A big thanks to Uriah Sampson Photography, doing a great job with the pictures every year.
Yeah, it is. Todd had a great ball game last week. We're sorry he couldn't announce that last week. A lot of technical difficulties with some equipment. We got those all fixed up. So far, everything's running well for us for the most part this evening, and we just keep going and chugging away here. Both teams out on the field, getting ready for the opening kickoff for the second half. Titusville will kick off to Warren, and so as Steve and I mentioned, the key here in the second half could start real early as Titusville has to come back on defense. And can we put a stop on Warren without giving up any more points, get the ball back and get some offensive momentum? What do you think Coach Hancock had to say to the ball club, Steve? What do you tell these kids at the halftime?
Well, I think Coach Hancock is telling them, listen, you got to settle down, okay? What we've done, when we played our defensive scheme and you guys execute what we're calling, what we're asking you to do, you're in the ball game. You're making the stops. They gain 2-3 yards here. It's when we just take that half second off and we lose that step and give up the big plays. The other thing I think I would be, if it were me, be concerned about special teams.
Yeah.
Giving up the touchdown run, especially after you just had a nice drive for a touchdown, to give that up and give all the momentum back to Warren. So that's got to be worrying him, particularly here because of the second half. We're going to be kicking off. So you're looking for a kick deep and stay in your lanes, cover your assignments, hit, wrap, hold on, and if you can't bring them down, let others come in and finish the tackle.
One of the things that I thought we were not doing as well tonight as we did last week, and I don't know if this is a proper observation on my part or not, but we don't seem to be getting to the ball, second, third, fourth defender like we did. We seem to be a group tackler last year. Like you said, we hold them up, 3 or 4 get to the ball. We don't seem to be pursuing the ball tonight as we have in the past, last week.
No, but if you noticed, just at the tail end there at the half, you saw our defensive line starting to penetrate, getting a hit on people, 2 or 3 shirts around the ball. That's what you've got to have now consistently in the second half. You've got to start getting to the ball carrier, hit, wrap, hold on, and make the tackles. And that's just what Titusville has to do defensively. Offensively, I think the game plan is going to be put the ball in the air. They've had more luck putting the ball up in the air than they have trying to keep it on the ground. So I look for them to try to maybe even jam the line of scrimmage a little bit more to stop that running attack that Warren has. Tell your defensive back, your 2 guys, if you're going to play back off the receivers, don't let them get you deep while we try to get some pressure on the quarterback, stop the ground game. And then offensively, got to try to throw the short passes that have been working in the first half, but I think the ball's definitely going to be in the air here the second half.
Titusville getting set to kick off. It'll be Brady Corking doing the kicking off for the Titusville Rockets. And dipped in the cord. And let's see if we can get some numbers in the back. Standing back deep, it appears to be Colin Daltrey, along with Kyle Kolka back about their own 7-yard line as Brady gets ready to tee it up. And we'll see. All of our analogies mean nothing. It's a matter of what happens out there and what the coaching staff decides to do here to get this Rocket Ball Club back in this ball game. Second half about to go. The kick is going to be a squib kick. It's taken down at the 16-yard line, where Warren falls on the ball on that squib. Probably a good move by the Warren player. And Warren will put it in play, first down and 10 at their own 17.
Yeah, it looked like an error in the shortstop there at about the 35, 40-yard line. I thought maybe he should have scoped that down. Got to get down in front of the ball with that ball glove, pick it up, and throw that to first. But that's the thing with the turf. That ball likes to skid on it.
Well, just make sure you mark down E6.
I did. I put in E6.
Okay.
Is this the wrong sport?
First down and 10. Warren at its own 17 as we get the second half underway. And Warren moves right away. 5-yard penalty against Warren for a movement. The guard moved quickly on the Warren side, and that'll back Warren up. So it'll be first down and 15. We had several penalties in the first half against Warren for the same thing. But still, they're able to overcome that and come up with a 35-6 lead. Warren comes back out over the ball. Solomon Gross in the backfield, single back, double wides to the right, single to the left. On the snap, the ball's given off to Gross. Drives straight ahead. He's across the tackle, out across the 25 and brought down at the 26-yard line. Almost broke it. I believe it was Todd. No, check that. Tom Russ.
It's Easton Hogue. They're coming up to try to make the stop, but he's up just a little bit high on this big back, and he breaks that tackle and moves on.
So a pickup of several on the play brings up a second down and 6. Was the first and 15. Trips go to the left for, check the doubles to the left for Warren. Single to the right. Ball is given off to the first man across. That's Gross. He drives straight ahead. He's out to about the 24-yard line, close to the 25. Suppa's still in at quarterback. We mentioned that Fellman come off the field after the 2-point conversion by Titusville, and he has not been back in the ball game since.
Yeah, this isn't a bad defensive play here by Titusville. You watch here, the neutral at the line of scrimmage. You see 4 or 5 Titusville kids there in the tackle. That's what you got to do here now.
Suppa now will stand back in the shotgun. Has doubles to the right. And he gives the ball off the first man through, breaks the tackle, but now Titusville, there they get to the ball. We have about 5 or 6 guys to the ball that time.
Yeah, they run that back. I think if you look at, I think this is Scott Fry coming off here.
Yeah,
beats the tackle there. Good. You know, they're trying to just hit and hold on, and he does. And then there's Phil. There's Easton Hogue there. It looks
Russ,
like
Lamey
coming in there too. So that's a good defensive play there by, particularly by Fry. You know, you don't get the tackle, but you make a good play.
So it's a 4th down situation, and so Titusville gets the 3 and out that we talked about, Steve. Let's see what happens with it. First punt of the evening on the snap. The kick is away. It's going to come down to Corcoran. Fair catch, and he gets it at the midfield stripe at the 50. And Titusville will take over first down and 10 right at the midfield stripe. So good opening series on the defensive side of the ball for Titusville. What can we do with good field position to get things going here in the second half offensively?
Yeah, like I said, I think you're going to have to see. I think you're going to see these little short passes out in the flats, maybe a little bit. Eventually, he'll take a shot down the field, but I think the ball's definitely going to be in the air here with the Titusville offense here in the second half, because you've got a lot of points to make up here now.
Titusville now comes out over the ball, and we're waiting for the exchange, bring the Titusville football in. We're set to go. Titusville send double wides to the right to put Cody Signs in the wing to the right. So we have basically trips on the right side. Single wide out here, Lamey on the left side. Easton Hogue's in the backfield with Lamey. Oh, check that with Todd. Brown on the snap. Looks out quickly, pulls it down, drives out across the 50 to the 45, gets to the outside. Nice block out there. Cuts back to the 40 and then brought down right around the 40. Oh, that was a nice play by Todd. Good read by Todd.
Yeah, this is a good little play here. He makes this throw like he's going to the flats, like we told him, and then up the middle he goes. He takes the fake takes the defensive end of the flats, so he's got that opening. Here he makes a nice cut back inside. Cody's trying to keep that the cornerback there, so that's a good play there by Todd Brown. 9-yard on a pickup, so 2nd and 1.
Second down and 1 for Titusville, and the ball is just shy of the 40-yard line. They got to cross the 40 for the first down. Titusville will keep strips on the right, so the doubles in wide, the wideouts in tight both sides, if I can say that right, to Brown. On the counter comes to Cody Signs, gets to the outside, turns it upfield, and he picks up the first down at about the 37-yard line. One of the things, Steve, that's happening this week with Cody that you talked about last week is he's turning the ball upfield. He's not running east-west as much. As soon as he comes across there, he cuts it right upfield.
Yeah, he gets across the formation, and immediately we're going up the field there. Good open field tackle there in pursuit by the defensive tackle at 63. I don't recall his name, but he's been on a lot of tackles here for the Warren Dragons, and the corner came up well. But that's a good run and a first down for the Rockets by Cody Signs.
Alex Strike is the tackler for the Warren Dragons. We have a man down out on the field. We'll stay here as we pick things up. 9:32 to go in the third quarter. We talked about at halftime the Titusville Rockets being able to come out and put a stop on the drive because we kicked off to Warren. But so far, Titusville got the 3 and out, and now they're moving the ball pretty well offensively.
Yeah, and you're seeing Warren here, their defense might have a tendency to start being a little too aggressive and taking themselves out of some plays here. If you get a little carried away defensively, this offense will put points on the board. They will hurt you. So you've got to still play disciplined here on as far as the Warren defense goes. Titusville, if they do that, they give you the opportunity to take advantage of it.
Still have a Warren player on the carpet, and trainer's not looking at him. Of course, we're not going to speculate as to what's going on, but we'll wait and see what happens here as we progress. We mentioned to you that the TJ Fellman, the starting quarterback from Warren, went down on a tackle on Corcoran on a 2-point conversion play that Titusville attempted and made a nice play on it, but since that play, hasn't been back in the ball game. He come off the field with some help. Trainers brought him off, and they haven't brought him back since. So we don't speculate on that either. I was looking down here to see whether or not he was still in uniform and has been working at all, but I don't even see his number down there, Steve, on the sideline. So I'm not sure what the situation is and don't want to, again, speculate. Right now we're in a holding pattern with an injury on the field for this Warren Dragon player. 9:32 left to go here in the third quarter. War Memorial Field. Years and years of football played up here, Steve. We used to come up here many moons ago and watch drum and bugle corps competition on the old grass.
I don't remember. I don't remember it up here, but I do remember the drum and bugle competitions down at Carter Field. I remember that used to be a really big night for the city of Titusville, and they used to bring bands in, if I'm not mistaken, from all over the place. Bands out of Pittsburgh, bands out of New York, even, if I'm not mistaken, some bands out of Canada would come down to play in that drum and bugle competition.
Some of those things are really competitive, to the point where they have some fights.
Yeah, they tend to get a little carried away with their drumsticks at times.
Yeah, they did. But, yeah, a lot of memories up here in the Warren area. We've had a lot of fun up this way over the years. The injured player is up under his own power, comes off. Nicholas Willits was the young man who was injured on that play, so he comes off the field. And we bring Titusville's offense back out, and we get set to go. First down and 10, Titusville. The ball is spotted at the Warren 37. So see if we can get some momentum going and keep it going here. 3 outs, 3 wide to the right on the right side. Brown will go into shotgun, wide side of the field to the right. He rolls that way. Still rolling. He's got to get to the outside. He does. Look downfield. He's got a man downfield. Get it down there. It's caught. Touchdown, Titusville. Oh, they're going to call him down at about the 1-yard line. Oh, we had a man deep, and Todd Brown found him, and I called the TD. The officials say no, he hit down at the 1. Watch this one. This is a good one.
Yeah, he almost gets caught here. Now, he gets just enough of a block on the defensive end to allow Todd to get to the outside. Eyes are downfield. He takes a step, tosses the ball in the air. Good arc on the ball. Nice touch. And you've got McIntyre down there who catches it. And
my goodness,
down to the 1-yard line there, awful close to the touchdown.
Can we send him up here and have him take a look at the replay?
I don't know. Can we send that down? Where's the red flag? Coach Hancock.
Yeah, well, first down and goal, Titusville at the 1. Boy, it looked good from here, but that's okay. First down and goal, Titusville. Under center, Todd Brown. Todd gives it the first man through. Touchdown that time, Titusville, he's in. So Titusville picks up the score, and they get exactly what they wanted to this time. They get the 3 and out on the kickoff, and then they take over and they push it down the field, and they pick up the first score of the second half, 35-12. So Titusville showing some real guts right now out there. Could have quit when they got down by 29, but no, they come right out in the second half here with some real character and get a 3 and out. Now we pick up the touchdown. So Titusville will go for 2 here. Todd sets things up. They have trips to the right. Single wide out to the left. Brown rolls to his right, still rolling, looking into the end zone to Cody Sines. Good. Titusville gets the 2-point conversion, 35-14. Titusville's going after it.
Now here they
we'll
go.
See if they can keep it going.
He's going to run Todd to the right side. Of course, he's a right-handed quarterback. And I think there's a little bit of a breakdown there. There again, it only takes a step or two right now for these two quarterbacks. That's all they need. They're putting the ball right on the money. The long pass there by Todd to set up the touchdown. Very nicely placed ball. So, defensively, you're going to have to get yourselves just a tad bit tighter, the receivers.
8:54 to go, 35-14. Titusville's trying to come back. We'll be right back with the Titusville kickoff after this.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
So getting set to kick off. Brady Corcoran as Titusville has some momentum going. Picked up the touchdown, the initial score here in the second half. Kick is a squib kick. It's going to be taken at the 34-yard line, across the 35, out to about the 38-yard, or checked at the 42-yard line. And that's where Warren will put it in play. Alex Sherman, the carrier for the Warren Dragons. So good field position, first down and 10 at their own 42 or so yard line when they spot it. 43 will make it. First down and 10 Warren. So we need another 3 and out here. Can we hope for more?
Yeah, you're going to have another 3 and out. You're going to have a couple of them here. Or better yet, defense needs to see if they can perfect that art of the turnover, cause a quick turnover here.
That would be great. A pick 6 would be wonderful. So I'll see what's going to happen as Gross is back at the tailback position, 2 backs. Quarterback's dropping straight back to throw. Screen pass over the middle to Gross. Oh, he's got the blocker. He's out across the 45. The Titusville 40. Breaks to the outside. Now he's brought down at the 38. Nice screen pass. Middle screen to Solomon Gross, and they had the blockers, and they pick up enough for the first down inside Titusville's 45.
Yeah, this is a very well-designed play here. The middle screen, and there's nobody there. We sold out to it, and they've got a ton of blockers in front of this young man. We were lucky to make the stop here coming in.
That's a nice job by Todd Brown.
Todd Brown and Lamy both on the tackle there. Good job by Todd Brown.
First down and 10, Warren. In Titusville territory, dropping straight back, looking to throw deep, has a man over the middle. Oh, almost picked off. Very close. Corcoran almost got that ball. Goes incomplete.
Yeah, this is going to sound awful harsh, but this is very well played by Brady Corcoran. Everything done well here, except right here, young man, catch the ball. Yeah, it's a good play. It's a tough play. It's a good play, but in a ball game like this, you'd like to see that catch being made.
You're harsh.
I am harsh. I know that, and I apologize to the Corcoran family. I'm not knocking the young man. He's playing very well here. Like I said, it's a good play. You just would like to see him make that catch.
You really would. That's absolutely true. On the snap, out of the shotgun. Ball's given after Gross. Comes across to about the 35. Titusville's doing a good job now on Solomon Gross after he broke his couple big ones off on the first quarter.
I want you to watch. Easton Hogue's going to come up here, make the hit right there. Now watch him here at the bottom. Look at him grab a hold. He's got a hold of that leg. That's the young man at the bottom. He's going to get drug a little bit here. But that's what you got to do. Hit, wrap, hold on to him. Let him drag you a couple of yards. That's okay.
Right in there.
And then everybody else is there to close it down. You only give up 2-3 yards. That's a good play there by the Titusville defense.
Warren looking to throw again. Pass. Over to the right side. Man all by himself, but he overthrows. McIntyre got turned around, but the pass goes incomplete. It was intended for Milwaukee. So Suppa throws the incomplete. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's I'm really kind of surprised here that Warren has been willing to put the ball in the air like they have here. You know, incomplete pass. You're giving Titusville more time. You're extending this ball game. You know, you've got like they're going to go for it on 4th down. So I guess they were planning on 4 downs here. But
4th down and 7. Suppa, 2 backs. Suppa, pitch back to Gross. Gross goes to the outside, and he's going to be brought down. He's not going to get there. Titusville's going to take over on downs at about their own 30. So the defense once again stiffens for Titusville, and it's 4 and out.
Yeah, this is a good play here, buddy. Just coming out here, you can just barely see I think that's Cody Sines who fought his way out there and strung it out there. You have I missed the number coming in there, but good flood. It's a good defensive play there. Mr. Sines made that play go a little bit wider. And if you can get that ball carrier to run east-west and not north-south, you've done a good job.
So Titusville takes over 1st down and 10. They're at their own 30 with 7:42 left here in the third. 35-14, Titusville is down by 21 here, but making a comeback. Right now, Titusville has the momentum here in this half. Trips to the right for Titusville. Single wide out to the left, and Titusville's going to call timeout as clock ran out. Let's see, the flag was thrown. Now they're going to call the illegal procedure on Titusville. So it's a 5-yard penalty on Titusville. I wasn't sure.
Titusville says for illegal procedure.
Not sure what the call was. I didn't see anybody moving, but something happened.
Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what it was, or maybe we had too many men in the field.
Well, that's what I was
got
wondering
caught
too. Yeah.
Trying to get off the field.
Because Todd tried to call a timeout, but the official said no, that ain't going to work. First down 15, Titusville ball's back at our own 25. Just have to overcome a little bit more here. Titusville will send Lamy and Sines. Now they're going to switch them. They're going to send them wide to the right. They're going to bring Corkland and Ackerman wide to the left. Single back. We're waiting for the ball to be marked. Now we're set to go. Brown standing at his 20. In motion goes. A pass comes out to Corkland. Corkland's looking to throw. Corkland's got to get to the outside. He's going to pull it down. Yes, he is. He's out across the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45. He's at the 50, knocked out of bounds. And there's a flag on the play. Late flag. I don't know, was it a hit out of bounds or not? Far side of the field, couldn't see.
I didn't see this. I can't tell you. Corkland here,
wants to
again, they
throw it.
want to try to double pass. But here he comes all the way across. That's not a bad. That's a good block there. So it can't be anything there.
No, it happens over here in front of the bench.
Yeah, and here Brady just takes off. This you see a little bit of a burst of speed here now. Brady just kicks that thing into overdrive. That's a good run there. Might have been one
hit.
there.
Late hit. It's going to be 15
it's going to be
against
15
him.
more against him.
Yeah, he was well out of bounds when he got hit there. A couple of steps anyway. So it's going to be 15 more. So Titusville will move the ball inside the Warren Dragon 40. And see where they spot when they get through marching off the 15. It'll be at the 34-yard line.
15 yards.
So Titusville moving the ball here the second time in the series of the second half here. Titusville's second offensive series, and they scored on the first one. Hopefully they can punch this one in. This will change things big time if they get in. Brown looking to throw. Got a man open down the left side. He's got Corkland. If he can get there, he can't. Overthrew him by about 4 yards. It was there, but just overthrew him.
Yeah, and there's that shot you take down the field. You've been throwing this thing into the flats and picking up decent yardage, so you make an adjustment defensively. And here I'd like, again, I think Todd is not really aware yet in this ball game that he's got the time to plant that back foot, step into that throw. That one there, as open as it was, he'd like to try to get the air out of the ball a little bit and get it there in a more direct flight path.
Double wides to the right, doubles to the left for Titusville. Second down. Todd looking to throw. Does down the right side. Has a man, and there's got to be a flag. No flag on the play. I thought maybe there should be, and I think the Titusville coaching staff does also. Wow, I couldn't believe it. They're talking to the officials over there.
Hard to see from that replay. Hard to see how much contact was made. It's one of those things where they'll call incidental contact, I suppose.
Well, it looked like it to me. Third down and 10. The ball back at the 34-yard line. No penalty. And we'll see now what Coach Hancock wants to run. With 7:20 to go. I thought that looked like pass interference from way up here.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, what they called is they said the ball was uncatchable. That's why there was no flag on that play.
Well, it's probably because he got knocked down, Brian. Todd gives the ball off to Cody Sines coming across the 35. Gain maybe one, I'm not sure. It would have been uncatchable to me, too, if I got knocked down. So Titusville will have a fourth down situation in 10.
4th and 10 from there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not.
Is that a?
I don't know how you, as an official, make a judgment on what's catchable and what's not catchable. That from what I saw, that wasn't an uncatchable ball unless it was further out of bounds than I.
It might have been. That's the only thing I was thinking too. Double wides both sides. Todd's dropping straight back, rolling to his right, rolling to his left. Now he's going back to the right. Oh, there's a flag, holding as Todd comes close to the first down marker. But there's a penalty back at about the 42 on Titusville holding, I believe.
Brown scrambles around right end.
Todd made a good run there.
Good run here, and he's looking downfield, and then he's got to scramble around. He's going to try to get to the outside, and it's either a hold or a block in the back, one of the two. But it came out. The flag came out right away. But it's a good effort here. You see Todd trying to get to that first down marker. I think he was still short.
Yeah, I think so.
So they may decline it just to take the ball.
It was a penalty, I believe, on the hold. I think Scott Fry got his arm around. And now they're going to decline the penalty, as Steve mentioned, and because that way they get the ball first down and 10. We have a player down at Titusville on the far side of the field. So with, let's see, 6:30 left to go here in the third quarter, we have a young man down. And here's the instant replay of that. See if we can see what happens.
Yeah, he's looking downfield first to his right, then he comes back to his left. Just a little antsy here. Now he decides to tuck the thing going. There's you can see him coming in there from the right side, and Scott's just a little bit late getting back to him to make the block. So, at any time, if you're an offensive lineman, anytime you see those arms go out away from his body, good chance you're going to draw a flag on that.
The player that's down on over the far side is Todd Brown. So we'll have to see. Of course, that'll bring Brady Corcoran in at quarterback. And I'm not too sure speed-wise. You pick up just a little bit, and I think he throws the ball pretty much the same. So we'll see what happens. We're going to take a break while we're waiting here for this to take care of itself, and we'll be right back after this message.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. With 60-degree days and 40-degree nights, we all know what's coming soon. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We have 4 models ranging from 43 to 68,000 BTU and very impressive burn displays. We also have added Yodel, America's finest cast iron wood and gas stoves. They are great heaters and add real beauty to your home. We continue to offer the full line of Lopi, Avalon, and FPX wood, pellet, wood and gas stoves, fireplaces, and fireplace inserts. We also offer Cozy King, Fire Chief, and Leisure Line wood coal furnaces and boilers. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
6:31 left here in the third period, 35-14, and Titusville has a man down, Todd Brown. Brian, can you see what's happening over there?
Yeah, it happened right in front of me, Jim. He got knocked out of bounds, and it looks like he got hit low, but it looks like he's getting up. But, again, I know we're not supposed to editorialize a little bit, and it really doesn't mean anything because the Titusville Rockets did not get the first down. But they were going to get called for a penalty for a block in the back. I was right there. That wasn't a good call at all. And I'm not being a homer. It happened right in front of my face. But anyway, the point is moot. The Warren Dragons will take over on downs.
Well, I tell you, Brian, don't be upset. I'm a homer. So.
I'll certainly try. Thanks, guys.
You'll hear it a lot, buddy. Okay, thank you. So Warren takes over on downs. First down and 10. The ball will be at their own 25, so that drive is halted. And we will, of course, watch to see if Todd Brown comes back into the ball game. Brady Corcoran, quite capable quarterback. But we'll have to wait until this series by Warren is over. Warren looking to throw. Comes out short to Ryan Shattuck. Out around the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, 45, 50. He's got the lane. Brady Corcoran runs him down at the Titusville 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's just what you don't want to have happen if you're on the Titusville defense here. He's going to run just a little square out pat, or he sits right there in the zone, and then he comes up and gives a nice little stiff arm here to break at tackle. Now it's Brady Corcoran here, last chance, and he takes a good angle on pursuit and gets just enough of him to get him down off his feet.
So Suppa to Shattuck. Big play, brings the ball down to the 35 to Titusville. First down and 10. 2 backs in for Warren. Suppa out of shotgun. Pitch back. Looking for Gorska. He runs across the left side, and he's going to be hit and brought down. Pick up about 2 on the play.
You run that back there for us. I think you're going to see they're going to miss a hold here. You're going to see Cody Signs right there.
Oh, my.
Yeah, there's a hold there, and I think you missed that. There's a good pursuit tackle there by Mr. Jason Oaks. So Jason has quietly played a nice ball game tonight here. On the offensive line and defensive line.
Yes, he has. Second down and 6. We'll check that. Second down and 8 for Warren. Again, they keep 2 backs in. Evan Suppa at quarterback. Suppa dropping straight back, looking to throw, looking to the right side. Lofts it out to the right side. Got a man all by himself. Shattuck at the 5, into the end zone. See what they call touchdown, Warren. Ryan Shattuck all by himself down the right side. And Titusville with a unable to cover, and that picks up the TD for Warren.
Yeah, this is a good pass here now. He just gives a little stop and go here, and it's Watkins there who just kind of lets him go, and I don't think he's supposed to. Ball's out there kind of early. I won't say anything, but you know, it's a touchdown. He's across the end zone.
Now they'll go for the extra. 41-14. Just after we had some momentum, Warren comes back with the big plays. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. 5:53 to go in the third period. 42-14. Warren on top. We'll be back with a Warren kickoff right after this message.
You know, Harv, I'm getting tired of doing these commercials. I can't go anywhere without being recognized.
Well, first of all, it's not us, it's what we drive.
So what you're saying, it's not me?
Well, your head's getting as big as Ronnie's. Why don't you try driving one of our other brands?
Nah, I'd rather be the center of attention.
Donovan and Bauer Auto Group on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
At Sylvan Equipment in Centerville, we want to take this opportunity to salute all Titusville Rocket athletes and those who take part in any and all extracurricular activities. We recognize your hard work and dedication to your school, your community, and your family, and more important, to yourself. While you're working hard on the field or in the classroom, know that the hard-working folks at Sylvan Equipment will be there to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, Rockets, from Sylvan Equipment in Centerville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
Warren getting set to kickoff. It'll be Shattuck once again to kick off. 5:33 to go. Big touchdown score by Warren. Took the momentum right back to themselves after Titusville come out here at the first half, start the second half, and was playing pretty well. Squib kick. It's going to be taken at the 25 by Signs. Goes to the right side. And is going to come out, does get to the outside across the 30 and to about the 35. So he does pick up about 10 on the play. Titusville put it in play first down and 10 at about their own 33-yard line. So
it kind of makes a nice job here stopping the ball, picking it up, and getting to the right side here. I'm just not too sure what's going on tackling-wise. We seem to be getting arms on people, not shoulders into people, and really on both sides here.
Titusville first down and 10 at their own 37, 5:23 left here in the third. Down 42-14. Had things going their way up until that big pass play to Shattuck. Corcoran at quarterback. On the snap, loses the ball, picks it up, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 10. See where the spot will be. It'll be back at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's just a nervous sophomore quarterback there in his first snap. Just picked his head up on that shotgun snap, maybe just a little bit too early, and just dropped it. And he really didn't have any hope of doing anything after that.
Second down and 17, a loss of 7 on the play for the Rockets. Titusville will send doubles to the right. Rick Brown comes wide to the left. Doubles to the right also. Snap down low, but it's handled as Chase Ackerman. We're calling the wrong man. There's a penalty, and Titusville will have a flag on the play against Warren Dragons. That's Chase Ackerman. We're calling the wrong man there.
Yeah,
quarterback.
You're right. That is Chase
Ackerman.
It is a nice throw down the field. He does have it's a little tight there. You got double coverage there, but you're going to take shots here in the position you're in. An easy call there, though. There's definitely early contact by the Warren secondary.
Looking for Cody Signs, and Signs was interfered with, so it'll be 15 yards against Warren. Warren with lots of subs in right now.
Yeah, and this is the first time we've seen Mr. Ackerman behind
yes,
center
it is.
here for
yes, it is.
this year, and he too. I think he's a sophomore as well. Mr. Ackerman. No, he's a junior. I'm sorry, he's a junior. So we're going to be able to see him, next year, possibly in this role of quarterback. So you better get used to it a little. You got a chance to play some here now.
Second down and 2 as the 15-yard penalty is stepped off on a first and 17. So Titusville will have a second down and 2. Ackerman, again, at quarterback. On the snap, gives it the first man straight ahead, and there'll be no gain on the play. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage by the Warren defense. That would be Stanley Stearns, I believe, of Titusville.
Yeah, this is a power run here. There's no doubt about it, but we need to open up just a slight gap there in the offensive line to give him a chance to pick up some extra yards there. It's 3rd and 2.
4:13 left here in the third. Again, Titusville had some really good momentum going here in the third period, but Warren rallied and got the touchdown that they needed to match ours. So we'll see now what Titusville can do with Ackerman at quarterback. Snap. Going to be a screen. And Chase Ackerman's going to be hit and dropped way back inside the 30, about the 27-yard line. Really didn't have much chance. It looked to me like they're going to try to run a screen of some type. And he was backpedaling, but my goodness.
I really hope it was a screen.
Yeah, I did too.
If not, our front five there may have fallen asleep there because there was just didn't even seem to be a delay there in the pass rush from Warren there. So.
Well, I'm just calling the screen only because of the way Chase dropped back so quick, but I had 4-10 running after me. I'd drop back too.
Yeah, I dropped back too. Yeah, and I think it was a screen pass. I just don't think Chase had a chance to find anybody there.
3:14 left to go here in the third. Titusville's going to have to kick it away with 4th down and 17. The ball is at their own 29. Warren has receivers back at about their 42-yard line. Brady Corcoran to get the kick away, gets the snap. Good punt. And it's going to be hit. It's going to roll. Big roll for Titusville on the carpet. Down inside the 25, and it's going to roll dead at the 20-yard line. So we thought it was going to go out of bounds down that right side, but it took a little bounce into the inside and rolled down to the 20-yard line. So not a bad punt in total. Doesn't look good to watch it, but on paper it looks like a big punt.
Yeah, and I think what you're looking at there in that case there, if I'm involved with the War Memorial Field, this is one where I'm calling the turf people because that ball did not roll out of bounds. That's there might be a little bit of an edge there coming down that sideline to keep that ball from going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Look at that thing roll just hug there and just never quite out of bounds. That a play.
1st down and 10, Warren. Our producer's having a good time, isn't he? All these new toys. 1st down and 10. Warren. Suppa pitches back. Cookers comes across the right side, out across the 25 to about the 27. Picks up about 8 on the play, depending on the spot here.
Yeah, it looks like Skylar McIntyre comes up finally and makes a snap. Here, Lamey's got him right there, and just you got to break down to make that tackle.
So Tom Rusk.
No, it's McIntyre, I think 21 on the tackle. Or Rusk is the one that's got to break down there.
Right.
Break down there. You can't. They're picking up 5-7 yards there if you miss that tackle.
3rd down. Check that. 2nd down and 3. Ball's out to Titusville 27. Suppa with 2 in the backfield. On the snap, goes to the first back, driving ahead, but he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Yeah, look who coming up off the pile there. Here comes Jason Oakes. He beats the guard there right down the line of scrimmage. That's a good play for Jason. Jason's a big boy, our biggest lineman for Titusville. And he sheds the block and comes straight down the line of scrimmage to make a tackle there for no gain, maybe even a yard loss.
Shattuck goes wide to the left. A lot of first offense still in the ball game for Warren. Suppa gives it off to the first man coming across, and he drives straight ahead. Oh, he breaks out to the outside at the 35, and now he's going to be finally brought down at the 36-yard line, but almost broke that thing for a big gain. He does get the first down. Kolkla with a strong run. Corcoran brings the ball carrier down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finally, Brady Corcoran hits and does what he's supposed to do. Hold on for dear life. Here again, Titusville's getting hands and arms on ball carries. We have to start getting shoulders to people.
Warren will send 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Keep 2 in the back. Strong side left for Warren. And they go to the left side. Kolkla up to the outside. He's out at the 50. He's at the 45. And brought down there at the 45. Kokla with a big run off the left side. Corcoran with the tackle once again, but not until they pick up the first down inside the Titusville territory at the 45.
Yeah, they're opening up some big holes here now, and he makes a nice little cut to the outside. And again, Brady Corcoran does a nice job with a good pursuit angle, hit, wrap, and hold on, if nothing else.
Be first down and 10 with 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Double wides, single wides on each side for Warren. Supper looking to throw. Supper pulls it down, and he's going to be hit. And then there's Nosco in on the tackle for Titusville.
Yeah, he looked to get rid of that thing quick, and we must have had the receiver. We couldn't really see it there. You see him getting ready to throw it right there. He just pulls it down, and Nosco beats his man by that time to fill the opening and bring him down. That's a good defensive play for Titusville there.
20 seconds left here in the third. Second down and 10. Ball is on the Titusville 45. Suppa. Evan Supper at quarterback for Warren. And the fumble on the play on the snap, and it's still on the ground. And let's see, I believe it will be Warren who will get on it. Cody Signs in there. Titusville has several in there quickly, but Warren able to recover the fumble. Third period is going to end. Warren's going to have it with some big yardage that when we come back to start the fourth quarter. Into 3 periods of play here at War Memorial Field in Warren. 42, Warren, 14, Titusville. We'll be back with the fourth quarter action right after this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
Getting set for fourth quarter action here at War Memorial Field. And Steve, we had things going our way there at the beginning of the third quarter. We gave up that big drive by Warren to match our touchdown, and kind of pulled the momentum back down to kind of neutral right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a quiet thing right now. I'm kind of surprised here. Titusville had the momentum coming out of it. Just kind of let it go. 2-3 big pass plays by Warren for their touchdown. Kind of neutralized anything that Titusville had going here. Now they've got a chance to make a play here. It's like 3rd and 20. So the Titusville defense has to step up here and make a play, at least get them to punt, get the ball in the fourth quarter, just early in the fourth quarter to try to get their offense on track again.
Last play of the third quarter gave us a chance. They put the ball on the carpet, did the Warren Dragons, but we were unable to recover. Evan Suppa at quarterback, single back behind him. Quick out. Oh, almost intercepted by, I believe that was Scott Fry. Knocked that ball down. Looking for a quick out and isolation on a guy on the outside. But
yeah, they tried to get that out there quick to there. And I don't believe it was going to go too much. You can see right there the corner coming up there. But that's a good penetration by Fry and get his hands up.
Yeah, good job. Fourth down and 20, and so Warren will kick it away. It's at their own 45. Titusville sends 2 back. And looks like Warren might need another guy. And they're going to go ahead and play it the way it is. There's the snap. They get the kick away. And it's taken by Titusville at the 25, out across the 30, and they'll be down about the 32-yard line. Didn't see who that was for Titusville. I believe it was McIntyre.
Yeah, low kick here on the punt. So he's going to have a chance to make a return. And there's the shooter down there made him miss. Ooh, I wasn't too sure if his knee touched there or not. But they didn't call it. We pick up about 5 extra yards there. So now we got to go in a hurry.
First down and 10 Titusville at their own 32-yard line, down 42-14. Warren with a lot of clean jerseys out there right now.
It's turf. They're all clean.
Yeah, that's true. Non-sweaty, I should say, I guess. Titusville first down and 10 on the snap, looking to throw. Chase Ackerman tries to throw to the outside, and the ball will be incomplete. Not catchable, I suppose. to Cody Signs.
Ackerman's pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, he's got a shot here to a time there to step. And the nice thing you see what Chase is doing is he's planting that back foot and then trying to step into it. So he's having a little bit of time to throw the ball. You know, the score and the position the way it is that you're going to see the ball in the air by Titusville just about every down.
11:41 to go in the ball game. 42-14. And we had a penalty flag.
Special pepperoni balls are now only $1.
And that penalty is against Warren. I didn't see the flag. But it's a big one, so it's going to be enough for a first down. So Titusville had the ball out at their 47-yard line, 48-yard line, first down and 10. Titusville has wideouts both sides, 2 on each side. Low snap. Chase picks it up. Oh, he's got pressure on, throws it over the middle, and it is picked off. No, incomplete. Trying to get it out there to Corcoran. A lot of pressure on Chase Ackerman at that time. 4 blue shirts coming after him. Yeah, lofted it up there. We're lucky that wasn't intercepted.
The snaps have been a little bit off, just a little bit. Now that's almost a good play there for Cody Signs, just to get his hands up there to negate that interception. That's it's a good jump ball play there, but we'd like to see, the snaps seem to be just a little bit low tonight.
Second down 10, Titusville. Doubles on both sides. Rolling to his right. Throws outside here to Corcoran. Corcoran gets to the outside. He's at the 50, the 45, and brought down at the 41-yard line. Thought he might get that downfield a little further, but Warren played that quite well.
Yeah, this is a nice little design. Quick throw out to the flats to Corcoran to just give him a chance to use his speed. The defensive number 16 there, nice play.
Yeah,
nice play by Pratt. He had a little bit of an angle enough to get him down. I can't tell whether they're marking it first and 10. Must have gotten enough for a first down.
And we're waiting for the officials here to spot the ball. They do. Clock. No, they haven't marked it yet. Titusville making some substitutions. Now they start the clock. Titusville brings in the wideouts on both sides tight. Ball's given off to the first man through. Check that. It goes to Cody Signs on the reverse. Cody's tried to cut up field, and he's going to pick up a couple as he turns upfield, picks up maybe 2. Second down and 8.
Cody Signs picks the ball.
Yeah, here again we see this little. They like to run this fake to the running back and then bring Cody across the formation. Looked like it seemed to be open there just a little bit, but he never really could get his shoulders pointed north and south. So Warren did a nice job of stringing it out there. We've got a man down for Warren.
11:05 left to go in the ball game. 42-14. Warren on top, and Titusville trying to put some points on the board yet here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll watch and see what Titusville can do here as they have the ball second down and about 8. We'll be right back with Titusville football here on the stream.
At Sylvan Equipment in Centerville, we want to take this opportunity to salute all Titusville Rocket athletes and those who take part in any and all extracurricular activities. We recognize your hard work and dedication to your school, your community, and your family, and more important, to yourself. While you're working hard on the field or in the classroom, know that the hard-working folks at Sylvan Equipment will be there to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, Rockets, from Sylvan Equipment in Centerville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
11:05 left to go here, fourth quarter. 42-14. Warren has had control of this game from the very beginning as they have put points on the board and have done quite well.
Yeah, it really has. Warren's been able to make their big plays most of the ball game, just like they've been doing throughout the quarter. So now Titusville's here is going to have to play, the last 11 minutes of this football game. The ball's going to be in the air an awful lot. We're going to have to see whether or not the defense can make a couple of turnovers here They're bringing number 32. That is Colin Delatry. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. A little bit of help coming off here, but Titus will now put the ball back in play. Second down and 8.
11 minutes left to go in the ball game. Just a quick score here. Oil City 34, Bradford nothing in the fourth quarter. So Oil City showing some strength tonight. Under center, dropping straight back. Ackerman looking down over the middle, and it is knocked down. And now we have a flag on the play. I didn't see what was going to happen on that, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Brian. Are you there, Brian?
Yeah, I got you there, Jim. That play right there was clearly pass interference. A couple of the Warren players were looking at the refs like, what the heck is going on here? The rule is very simple. When the ball is in the air, you can't touch the receiver if he's beyond 5 yards. It's as simple as that. Pass interference penalty on Warren. 1st and 10 for the Titusville Rockets.
Now we just have to see if we can do something with it.
Yes, that's been kind of the problem all night, Jim. You know, they've had a couple of good drives, but they stall, and then not to mention they've been giving up big plays to Warren, and that's bit them many times today.
That certainly has. Thanks, Brian.
You got it.
10:43 left to go in the ball game. Titusville now with the ball. 1st down and 10 at the Warren 24. Titusville with trips to the right. Looking to throw over the middle. Now he's going down deep, and he's going to try to go to Sines. He gets Sines at the goal line in for the touchdown. Cody Sines stopped and waited for the ball to get there, and the Warren defender overran the pass, it looked like, and Cody Sines will pick up the reception for the touchdown for Titusville.
This is a good ball thrown by Chase Ackerman, and it's one of those, what the NFL would call one of those back shoulder throws.
Yeah.
Where the receiver's looking at the ball, the defender didn't get his head turned around, so he didn't quite pick up on the ball. Cody makes a nice adjustment, which you've got to do as a receiver,
yes.
And pulls it in for the touchdown. So, here, a good drive here by Titusville. Brings you in 42-20, still 10.5 to go. You just got to keep plugging away.
And they're going to try to do that with a 2-point conversion. Ackerman looking to his right, and a fumble on the play. Now he picks it up, and he is going to be stopped. So the 2-point conversion will not work as Titusville fumbles the snap, unable to handle the ball there, and Warren gets in and snuffs Ackerman. So 10:36 left to go, and it is 42-20. Titusville down by 22. We'll be right back after this message.
Anderson Physical Therapy wants to get you back to doing the things you enjoy. Your treatment is customized to you, addressing a variety of aches and pains, including post-op, sports injuries, arthritis, headache, and fibromyalgia. Get the Anderson Advantage in 6 convenient locations throughout the Tri-County region: Titusville, Franklin, Seneca, Clarion, Cochranton, and Albion. Call 814-827-8148. Stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. 814-827-8148.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
42-20. Titusville with the touchdown, missed the 2-point conversion, but a good drive by Titusville to pick up the score with 10:36 left to go in the ball game. Coach Hancock, as you mentioned many times here in the last 2 games, Steve, is a gambler. Do you gamble here in onside? I suspect maybe you might. Let's see whether or not Warren puts their hands people up front.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by it. I'm not too sure that now would be the time to do it. I can tell by the way they're lined up that if they are going to do that, he's got it out of their normal kickoff formation. He's not bunching anybody to the sideline, so.
But it's a special
but it's always
play.
a chance. Yeah, it's always you always have that chance.
Well, 10:36 to go. You're down 22. We'll see what happens as Titusville tees it up. Corcoran to kick off, and we don't. We squib it, and it is falling on at the 38-yard line, and that's where Sherman falls on it for Warren, and that's where Warren will put it in play. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, he just squibs this, and here. Now this is good play by the shortstop. He gobbles that ball up real quick.
No E6 that time.
No E6 that time. No, that was a good play there by the
My
shortstop.
man Pete Rose.
He has a chance now once the new commissioner's in.
I hope so. It's been too long, 25 years. You know, banning him from the Hall of Fame is one thing, but not allowed to go to a stadium. Unbelievable. 10:35 to go. We'll go back to football here. 1st down and 10 for Warren. Suppa looking to the right, still looking, getting some pressure, rolling to his right, tries to pull back up. He cannot. Nosko brings him down. Loss of about 5 on the play.
That's a good play here by the defense. A controlled pass rush. Everybody's staying in their zones, in their areas, and he forces the out of the pocket, and there's a collapse. And Nosko coming off a block with a good tackle for a loss.
2nd down 14 for Warren. Again, Warren playing, I'm looking at numbers now. I see Ryan Shattuck is still out there. There's still some starters out there. Evan Suppa as that quarterback. Back split. Suppa gives the ball off the first man through, and he's going to be stuffed to the line of scrimmage. Pick up maybe 1 on the play. We'll see. The ball is going to be marked right at the checked at the Warren 35-yard line.
And that was good control there by the defense on the right side of the Titusville defense. Cody Signs shedding the block and getting in on the tackle there, not giving up many yards at all here.
9:25 left in the ball game. Again, 42-20. Warren on top. Warren with the ball. Titusville has outscored Warren 14-7 in this half. Suppa looking quick over the middle. Pass is behind the receiver, and they had him on that slant, but they just threw the ball behind him. That could have been some big yardage right there.
Yeah, there you see the quarterback here for Warren not stepping into a throw as well. We talked about that earlier. And young quarterbacks, high school quarterbacks, typically, once they get chased a few times, don't necessarily put that back foot on the ground and push into the throw. So, here we got a punting situation here.
4th down 13. Low snap, nice pickup. Kick is going to be nice punt. It's going to come over to Titusville, and nice hit real quick. The ball is taken by Corcoran, but Warren gets down and stops him at the 26-yard line. And nice coverage by Warren that time. Good hands by Brady Corcoran. They hang on to that ball.
That's good concentration on Brady. I don't think he thought somebody was going to be there quite that soon.
No.
And it did kind of bobble just a little bit, but a good concentration and good hands by Brady.
So Titusville has a 1st down and 10. It'll be at their own 36-yard line with 9:02 left to go here in this ball game. Real warm night here at War Memorial Field in Warren. Surprisingly, Steve, not many leg cramps. We thought that would be a problem here tonight. Titusville with double wides both ways. And they give the ball off to Easton Hogue, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield on a counter. Loss of about 4.
Yeah, and you see here, there seemed to be just a little bit of confusion, and it looked like Brady Corcoran was a quarterback there. On that one, and you start playing with quarterback position in this read offense, and it can just unsettle a play a little bit. That one just didn't look real smooth. That's what happens when you lose your starting quarterback.
2nd down and 13 for Titusville. It is Brady Corcoran at quarterback. See if he tries to run some keepers. Oh, bad snap. Going to be picked up at the 15 by Corcoran. He's going to try to throw it into the outside, and is it intercepted? I believe it is. Warren will intercept it at the 25. Probably not the best decision for Brady, but threw the ball away, and Warren intercepts at the Titusville 25-yard line. Very low snap, and you're back at your 10-yard line. You try to make the play, and there was nobody there. Warren intercepts at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's where Brady's got to learn. Again, the young man, that's where you got to learn the bad's bad enough. Don't make it worse. Go ahead, take the sack back there. Don't turn the ball over.
1st down and 10 Warren, and the turnover at the Titusville 25. Suppa. Pitch back. Running back, Kokla comes across the other side. Now he reverses field. He's got a wide open field. He's at the 25, the 20, and runs over one of the Titusville players at the 10, the 5, touchdown Kokla. Wow, that's a hard run. Good hard run by Kokla as he ran over 2 Titusville defenders big time.
Yeah, this play's designed to go to the right, and they've got it stopped here, but you overrun the play, and he cuts it back, and that it's wide open here, and there's just a good hard run there. You've got to here at Titusville, you've got to come in, get yourself under control, and you just tried to take him on way too high. You've got to get down, just shoulders down. There's a nice try by Jason Oakes hustling downfield to try to make a stop. That's just good run there by Warren.
So Warren with the extra point, and the score now is 49-20. Warren on top with 8:02 left to go here in the Titusville football game. We'll be back with the Warren kickoff right after this.
You know, Harv, I'm getting tired of doing these commercials. I can't go anywhere without being recognized.
Well, first of all, it's not us, it's what we drive.
So what you're saying, it's not me?
Well, your head's getting as big as Ronnie's. Why don't you try driving one of our other brands?
Nah, I'd rather be the center of attention.
Donovan and Bauer Auto Group on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
8 minutes left to go in the ball game, 49-20 as Kokla of Warren lights up the crowd with that heavy run. Runs right over Rick Brown and takes it in from 25 yards out.
Yeah, that's a good hard run there. You
Take
you
nothing
gotta give
from him.
Credit. No, you got to give him credit. He wanted the yards more than we wanted to stop him, and when you let that happen, that's you're going to pay a price for it. Here we're watching again. Here he comes on the reverse, and here comes Rick Brown, who comes up well. But you can't take somebody who outweighs you by 20, 25 pounds up that high.
No, you got to get down.
Get yourself down. That's a good hard run for that young man.
Warren now to kick off the Titusville with 8:02 left to go, leading 49-20. And Shattuck's kick is going to go into the end zone, and Titusville will get it on their own 20-yard line. So Titusville will have it first down and 10 at their 20. With 8:02 to go here in the fourth quarter, down 49-20 to the Warren Dragons. Warren has had total control of the game since the outset, putting up 28 points very quickly, 24 points very quickly on Titusville. And so now Titusville will have an opportunity to get things moving from the 20-yard line, first down and 10.
Yeah, you want to see now. This is a character time here. With your kids, you want to see now what what are we going to do here? We've taken it in the chin, just about the whole game. We got to come back here and try to make a statement.
Corcoran is at quarterback for the Titusville Rockets. Oh, bad snap. It's going to go back to the 2-yard line. Corcoran's going to pick it up and fall at the 2. Not sure what happened on that snap. It went right past Brady Corcoran. All of a sudden, we're having trouble with the snap.
Well, you look at this, and Brady's not even. He doesn't even look like he's even ready for that
looking to the
ball.
left.
Yeah, he's looking to the left. He's not ready for that. So I don't know. And I've noticed tonight too. We switched centers. It looks like Nosco now is at center.
We did.
That ball seems to be coming back to the quarterback with a lot more pace on it than what we saw last week. They're just quarterback center, not on the same snap count.
So now it's a second down and 17, but the ball's clear back to the 3-yard line of Titusville. See what Brady comes up under center. On the snap, Brady's in his end zone, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete, knocked down at the 12-yard line. Intended for Cody Signs.
Yeah, it looks like he's got Cody coming up the seam here, and he's got him open. Just threw that thing just a little bit low.
Brings up third down 17 with 7:11 to go. 49-20 once again, if you happen to just join us. And Titusville taking their time getting this play off. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Corcoran standing back in his end zone to receive the snap. And he just got it off in time. Rolling to his right, throws upfield. Ball is complete at the 15-yard line. And McIntyre is smacked out of bounds at the 15. Kolka, the gentleman who just got the touchdown, makes the hit.
That's a good pair of hands there by Skylar McIntyre. That ball just gets to him, and Kolka makes contact right after that. So that's a good concentration and catch there by McIntyre there, although it is only about 15 yards shy of what we need for a first down here. So we're going to put the ball back in the air by our feet, unfortunately, and give the ball back to Warren.
So it's fourth down and Bundle.
We have a final score from the backyard brawl. Eisenhower 49, Youngsville 20.
Corcoran get the kick away. Pretty good kick coming up the right side of the field, and it's going to go out of bounds. And we'll have to wait for the spot of the ball. officials will walk the sideline and get some kind of an angle on it. And they're going to call it right at the 45. Thought that should have been upfield a little bit more, but that's okay. 6:18 left to go in the ball game. 49-20. Warren on top.
Yeah, it's time now here to see. It's time the defense there shows some character here and try to get a stop here. You'd like to get at least one more shot here with the ball, just to prove to yourselves that you can get something going.
Titusville waiting for Warren to come up over the ball. I think Warren working on getting substitutes and everything into the ball game. So there'll be a lot of new players out there for the Dragons. We'll see if we can pick some of them up as we go along here. They have to hustle here. The play clock running down. Keep the back split on the snap. Ball's given off to the first man, and he's going to be hit and dropped with a loss of about 3. Now the ball's taken away by Titusville. And it's going to be Skylar McIntyre headed the other direction. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 3. Well, I'll have to look at that again. Looks like a steal as McIntyre comes up with the ball from Galloway.
Good penetration there, Stearns and Oaks, and the ball comes out there. Stearns must have forced a fumble there. McIntyre picks it up here, and he's going to take her almost to the house here. Just not quite enough there, just enough there by the quarterback to push him out of bounds at about the 1 or 2 yard line. But an alert play by the Titusville defense. Finally, that turnover we were hoping for a quarter and a half ago.
Yeah. We'll take it now. It'll be first down and goal for Titusville at the 2. So see if Titusville now can punch this in. And we'll see as Warren sending in their defensive unit. Titusville will have trips to the right. Corcoran at quarterback for the Rockets. Got Easton Hogue back there with him. Oh, we fumbled the ball. Quarterback, and he picks it up, and he's going to be down to the 10. So another bad snap between the center and the quarterback, and Titusville's going to lose a bunch. That time was on Corcoran. He tried to do something with the ball before he had control, looked like.
Yeah, he's got the ball there. Now it's a little bit high, but that's it's still a manageable ball for Corcoran. Just loses it. He tries to put it on his hip.
It looks like he's always looking downfield. His eyes aren't following the ball to his hands.
Yeah, he's just a fraction early.
Second down and goal. Titusville at the 6. Titusville sends double wides both sides. Corcoran waiting for the snap. He gets the snap. Almost fumbles it. He picks it up. Now he's going to take it in himself. So Corcoran, even after a snap that almost turned into a fumble, takes the ball up the middle, and he'll take it in for the score for Titusville. Took that right off the back of the helmet. It looked like a Hogue.
A Hogue, yeah. I don't know what the problem is with the snaps here. And this is like, what, 3 in a row here now that we have mishandled?
Yeah.
First one, second one, now this one here. And it appears that it's there. I don't know whether Brady's just pulling his eyes off of it too quick or what it is. Fortunately, he manages to hold on to it, and how many broken play touchdowns have you seen, in football? And this is just another one.
Titusville going to go for 2. Wide side of the field will be to the right as they have the ball marked on the left hash. Corcoran gets the snap. Corcoran to throw. Throws the outside to Easton Hogue, and Hogue takes it in for the score. So Titusville picks up the 2. At 5:17 left to go in the ball game. That'll make it 49-28. Warren on top. We'll be back with the Titusville Rocket kickoff right after this message.
Are you looking for low-cost financial services and outstanding personal attention? Oil Country Federal Credit Union has been providing both to their members for 58 years. Oil Country Federal Credit Union truly can make a difference with a variety of financial services, including checking accounts with no minimum balance and no monthly service charge, generous overdraft privileges, Visa debit, and low-interest credit cards, loans, online bill pay, and more. And now, Oil Country Federal Credit offers the convenience convenience of mobile banking. This powerful tool allows you to access and manage your accounts anytime, anywhere. It's easy to use, it's portable, and it's free. Oil Country Federal Credit Union is committed to offering financial solutions that fit your lifestyle. Log on to oilcountryfcu.org to find out more, or visit them at 1050 East Spring Street in Titusville. Your financial well-being comes first at Oil Country Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
And we're getting set for the kickoff. Titusville put some points on the board, 49-28. And Steve, you talked about Titusville showing some character. They come back, picked up the fumble, took it down to the 2, and then they punched it in. So they haven't quit.
No, they haven't quit, and that's a good sign for Titusville here. I think, you're not probably not going to win this ball game, but you got to fight it all the way to the end.
And the kickoff is going to be taken at the 25-yard line by Warren up across the left sideline and knocked out of bounds. We'll see where they're going to mark. About the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's a nice little run back here. Nice little bounce as you can play the ball, and then right up the sideline he scoots. It looked like Brown, I think, 87, got enough of him to force him out of bounds. Yeah, about the 37.
So first down and 10 at the 37-yard line for the Warren Dragons as they get things under motion here in the fourth quarter. 5:12 left to go in the game. Warren leading by 21. As we mentioned, Warren has been leading the entire ball game. Probably a little bit of an extra grind after getting beat by Tech last week. And they come in here a little fired up, and they're playing quite well. And they're waiting for the clock to run down here. It's 17 seconds play clock.
Because the game clock's not running.
Yeah, we need to snap it. Handoff comes to the tailback. He breaks out across the 40, breaks to the outside at the 35, still on his feet, and runs over one man. He's at the 40, and it's Kokla once again, and he's going to go to the house with it. Kokla picks up another run as he runs over a couple runners, or a couple tacklers, and he takes it all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, this is a good play. Now we got to get a hand on him there. He's going to break it, and again, he's going to lower his shoulder, and Corcoran comes in. He's trying to come in and tries to lower the shoulder, just not quite big enough to fight off this running back from Warren, and he's gone to the house.
63-yard touchdown run for Kyle Kokla, as Warren now will get set for the extra point. 55-28. Shattuck on the kick. It's up, and it appears to be good. 56-28. Warren on top with 4:58 to go. Warren will be kicking off to our Titusville Rockets, and we'll have that for you right after this message.
56-28. Just under 5 minutes remaining.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
Here is the two-point conversion to Eastern Hogue a few moments back, but then since that time, Kokla once again on a big run, 63 yards, and he picks up the score for Warren at 56-28 with 4:58 left to go in the ball game here at Warren High School. Titusville getting set to receive the kickoff, and see, is it Shattuck? It is Ryan Shattuck to do the kicking. Been putting in the end zone most of the night, and this one is going to be taken at it's going to go into the end zone, bounce through the end zone. Titusville put it in play first down, 10 at the 20. First down and 10, Titusville at their own 20-yard line, and they have about 5 minutes here to work. Here is the replay of that touchdown run by Kokla.
Yeah, there again, we're getting to be a step late, and there again, hit, wrap, and hold on. He just couldn't quite hold on to him to get any help. By the time that the help arrived, he was already gone.
Warren trying to get to defense on the field as they're doing some subbing on defense. Ball's given off to Hogue. Hogue cuts it back the other side. He's out across the 25. He's going to go to the outside. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, the 35, and he's going to continue on down to the 20. Cuts back to the inside, brought down at the 15. Good run by Easton Hogue. Some good downfield blocking by Titusville.
Yeah, and this again is a play that Titusville has run quite a bit here tonight. You're going to see this time it's Easton Hogue where he's going to bounce it back the other way, and if the defense over pursues, there's an awful lot of blue shirts on this side of the field. You cut it back, you're going to have a lot of running room, and Easton's got a lot of room here with a nice contingency of blockers. Manages to stay in bound. Nice little cut there to pick up an additional 5 yards. So a good run, a good play for Titusville.
First down and 10 at the 15-yard line of Warren for the Titusville Rockets. Double wides to the right, singles to the left for Titusville. Looking at the throw, quick out it comes, and it is going to go incomplete at the 15-yard line. Pass intended for Chase Ackerman. Somebody got through there very quickly for Warren.
Somebody's coming through there, and I don't think Easton Hogue stepped to the outside for the protection and should have looked. You got to look inside first. He went to the outside. They sent somebody right up through the middle.
Second down and 10, Titusville. 4:24 to go in the ball game. They are at the 15 of Warren. 56-28. Warren's doubled the score in Titusville. Corcoran at quarterback. Gets the snap, rolls to his right, still rolling, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and run. He's going to break to the outside. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he drives inside to the touchdown. I thought maybe they were going to mark it at the 1, so Corcoran picks up the touchdown run from 15 yards up, and Titusville puts some more points on the board, 56-34.
Yeah, this is a good run here by Brady. He's rolling out to the right, looking. There's nobody open downfield, and he's going to tuck it, get what he can. Makes a nice little move there to the outside. Just enough power there. Reaches across the end zone. That's a good run and a good finish for Brady. He's played well tonight.
So Titusville once again will go for a 2-point conversion. Move the ball over to the left hash mark. 56-34. Titusville trying to pick up 2 here. Corcoran rolling to his right, still rolling. Finds Cody Signs in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. 4:15 left to go in the ball game. Titusville picks up the 2-point conversion. It's 56-36 Warren. We'll be back with a Rocket kickoff right after this message.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
We have 4:15 left to go in the ball game. It's 56-36. Titusville down by 20, and a lot of points on the board here this evening. I haven't seen this much scoring in Titusville games in a long time.
Yeah, 92 points total by both teams, and Warren started off real quick, unfortunately, scoring, I think, the first 28 points of the ball game before Titusville could get on the scoreboard. But Titusville's battled back. They've got 36 points tonight, and see if we can't get a stop and one more chance here to score before this ball game's out.
On the kickoff, it comes up short, and Warren covers the ball at about the 37-yard line, so it'll be first down and 10. Warren at the 37. Yeah, that'd be nice, Steve. Obviously not going to pick this win up, but they'd be able to get a stop here and come back and pick up another score. Here's a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's a good throw there by Brady Cordy. He puts that right in there on the button for Cody to make a catch for the 2-point conversion.
First down and 10 now for Warren. They're at their own 38-yard line.
And we have a final in Oil City beating Bradford 34-0, the final.
Yeah, good for Oil City. And local winning. Suppa gives the ball off to Kolka. Kolka's coming to the left side once again. He's out across the 50 and brought down at the 47-yard line. You got a long season to go, Steve. You're taking a real gamble on a good back. this late in the ball game.
Titusville does
Possible
manage to
injury or
tackle him
something.
this time. Not
Yeah,
until he
there's a
reaches
hold here, I
the
think, a little bit on the
26
defensive
yard
end by
line.
23, the running back, but they don't call that one. And yeah, you're getting late. Your legs are getting tired. You fall odd. Somebody accidentally, falls on top of you. The ankle's planted in the wrong position. You roll it. Yeah, I think with this ball game where it's at, I'd want my starting tailback standing right beside me if I were coaching.
3:50 left to go in the ball game. Warren once again come out of the huddle. Ball is at their own 45. Low snap, but the ball is given off to the first man through, and he's going to be hit and dropped immediately. Jason Oaks in on a tackle for Titusville. Bring up a second down and 11 for Warren.
Yeah, Jason's played well here in the defensive line for Titusville. I think he's, we've seen him a lot in penetrating into the Warren backfield there. He's shedding blocks and making the tackle there. So I thought Jason Oaks has played pretty well, particularly on the defensive line for us.
Second down and 11. Warren comes out over the ball. Three minutes left to go in the ball game. On the snap, ball's given off to the first man, and he stutter steps, tries to go to the right side, and now he's going to be caught and dropped about the line of scrimmage, about the. Let's see where they spot the ball here. Just inside Titusville territory, I believe.
Yeah, Titusville there, Easton Hogue making a tackle. It's good pursuit by the Titusville defense. He tried to cut that one back, and on the front edge, the defense made him cut back into the middle, and good pursuit stopped the play.
Third down and 10, 2:30 left in the game, clock running. 56-36, as you see there, Warren on top. Pretty good crowd from Titusville here this evening. They come up to watch this ball game. Good crowd from Warren. Pitch back to Kokla. Kokla going the other side. He's out across the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, cuts back and is downed at about the 27-yard line. Corcoran making the stop.
Ryan Kokla loses his footing around the 30-yard line, still manages to get
2 minutes
the first down.
left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, and here this is just a sweep to the right. He just outruns the defense to the right side. Slips a little bit there, but Brady was in position there to make a good tackle. I don't think he was going to get that one to the end zone.
And now he comes out of the ball game, Kokla, as the clock is running with 1:50 left to go in the game. Warren is at the Titusville 29-yard line. Now they go under center, and they're going to take a knee. So I guess they going to call off the dogs, and we'll let this one play itself out with 1:30 left to go. They will continue to take the knee. 56-36. We will be coming back with you with the player of the game when we get everybody's opinion here this evening. Second and 11. Letting the play clock run down as low as they can before they take the knee. And that's what they do once again. 1 minute left to go. Third down now for Warren. One more knee, and this ball game probably will end with 43 seconds left. Officials taking their time to mark the ball so that the clock will run out after this play. So the final score here at Warren will be Warren 56, Titusville 36, as the Warren Dragons come off of their loss up at Erie last week and pick up their first win of the season. Titusville goes down to their first loss of the season after they had defeated Franklin last week. So both teams come out with an overall record of 1-1. Warren will be 1-0 in Region 3 play. Titusville goes to 0-1 in Region 3 play. And we'll have to see what Titusville can do next week as they have to travel once more on the road down to Sharon. So tough three-game schedule for Titusville to get the season underway. But they're going to go into the Sharon game at 1-1. We'll be back with a wrap-up of tonight's ball game right after these messages. Final score once again, Warren 56, Titusville 36. Stay with us. We'll be back with a post-game show right after this.
Anderson Physical Therapy wants to get you back to doing the things you enjoy. Your treatment is customized to you, addressing a variety of aches and pains, including post-op, sports injuries, arthritis, headache, and fibromyalgia. Get the Anderson Advantage in 6 convenient locations throughout the Tri-County region: Titusville, Franklin, Seneca, Clarion, Cochranton, and Albion. Call 814-827-8148. Stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. 814-827-8148.
Armstrong is bringing Television Plus to all the TVs in your home. With our new digital adapter, you'll see more value from your Variety Pack or Premium Channel subscriptions. Watch your favorite Variety Pack channels like Disney XD or NBC Sports on every TV throughout your house. See HBO and Showtime series in the kitchen, or hit movies from Starz and Cinemax from the comfort of your bed. To order your digital adapters, visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/turniton. Armstrong, One Wire, infinite possibilities.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
You know, Harv, I'm getting tired of doing these commercials. I can't go anywhere without being recognized.
Well, first of all, it's not us, it's what we drive.
So what you're saying? It's not me?
Wow, your head's getting as big as Ronnie's. Why don't you try driving one of our other brands?
Nah, I'd rather be the center of attention.
Donovan and Bauer Auto Group on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Now, back to Titusville Rocket football on the stream.
And welcome back to Warren Memorial Field here in Warren, Pennsylvania. Final score 56-36. Warren over our Titusville Rockets. The Rocket post-game show brought to you by the Blue Canoe Brewery and Titusville True Value. You know, Steve, started out, Warren took control right away in the game, but we saw Titusville come back several different times. One of the things you have to enjoy about Titusville tonight is they didn't quit on us. They played really hard and just got beat up by a bigger team.
Yeah, really, I think that was more the case than anything else. Titusville put up a game showing. They had an opportunity, to come in here and try to pull off a big win, but Warren's size just kind of controlled the line of scrimmage both offensively and defensively. And, there's a couple of things that you go back and you think about here, if we'd have been a couple steps closer to a couple of receivers and taken away those big pass plays in the first half for touchdowns. If we'd have held on to a ball here, made a stop there, this game, not to say that Titusville would have won this ball game, but it might have been a lot closer. You never know what happens in a close ball game here. But, really this one was just a matter of Warren's line controlling the line of scrimmage. And the Warren backfield just took advantage of that opportunity.
Well, we've talked about it long. You've been around football a long time also, and who wins in the trenches wins ball games. You talk about your quarterbacks, your running backs, your wideouts, and skill players and all that thing. But when it's bottom line in a football game, it's who can beat you in the trenches.
Yeah. You control that line of scrimmage. You're the one who's probably going to control the way the game goes. And even you say give giving up big pass plays that we gave up to Warren. Well, you gave them up a little bit because, not just because maybe the receiver had a step or two on our defensive backs, but because their quarterback has a chance to step into throws. He doesn't have anybody in his face. So that's the other aspect here. And again, we're just a little too much size both up front with the Warren offensive line and defensive lines against our kids. And their backs are big as well, big and strong and run. So they've got just a little bit slight advantage on us that way. And so, I give Titusville credit. They came in here, they played hard, they kept their heads in the ball game. They overcame some penalties. We just didn't quite get enough big plays when we needed them. Didn't tackle as well tonight as I'd hoped we'd come in here and do. But like I say, we didn't hang our heads when things got bad. We kept fighting all the way to the end of the ball game.
One of the turning points of the ball game, not that it would have affected the outcome totally, but might affect some of the outcomes later on, is the injury to Todd Brown. We don't know what that was. I see him limping off the field here this evening, going to the locker room. So it must be a lower leg type, ankle type injury. But he's a main cog in the offense, and so we'll have to see whether or not that plays out as the season goes along.
Yeah, I think anytime in any football team at any level you lose your quarterback, it's going to put a damper on things because so many things. Well, everything goes through the quarterback position. So when you lose him, it's a problem.
Brian, we were just talking about losing Todd Brown and so on, but overall the effort of Titusville tonight, your opinions on it?
Okay, well, I think overall the effort was there. There was no question about it. They weren't giving up, and I still saw some heads up on the sideline, which is always a positive thing. But unfortunately, you had the other side of the coin, the things that give coaches nightmares and makes them drink a lot of Maalox, the long plays and the missed tackles. It happened so many times this evening. And really, when you boil it all down, Jim, that was the key to the game. When you put 36 points up on the board, you usually expect to win the game. So when you gave up 56, I think that just goes to show where the big plays come into play, and the Warren Dragons got them tonight.
Yeah, they certainly did. Well, Brian, thanks for your help down there. We appreciate it very much.
All righty, warm night, but it's been a lot of fun. I wish it would have come out better for the local folks, but unfortunately that's the way things go sometimes in high school sports.
In a few moments, we'll take a break here. We're going to come back, and we'll name the player of the game for you, and then we'll close things down. So stay with us, and we'll have the player of the game for you right after this message.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. They're to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
At Sylvan Equipment in Centerville, we want to take this opportunity to salute all Titusville Rocket athletes and those who take part in any and all extracurricular activities. We recognize your hard work and dedication to your school, your community, and your family, and more important, to yourself. While you're working hard on the field or in the classroom, know that the hard-working folks at Sylvan Equipment will be there to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, Rockets, from Sylvan Equipment in Centerville.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. With 60-degree days and 40-degree nights, we all know what's coming soon. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We have 4 models ranging from 43 to 68,000 BTU and very impressive burn displays. We also have added Yodel, America's finest cast iron wood and gas stoves. They are great heaters and add real beauty to your home. We continue to offer the full line of Lopi, Avalon, and FPX wood, pellet, wood and gas stoves, fireplaces, and fireplace inserts. We also offer Cozy King, Fire Chief, and Leisure Line wood coal furnaces and boilers. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
Now,
back to Titusville Rocket football on the Stream.
And the final score once again here at War Memorial Field in Warren, Pennsylvania, 56. Titusville, Pennsylvania, 36. So Titusville goes down to their first defeat. Well, the Corky's Pizza family video player of the game tonight, Steve.
Well, I thought there was a few people here that played well tonight that you had to look at. Jason Oakes for his line play, Easton Hogue from the middle linebacker play. But I think really the one name that, if you think about this ball game, that had the biggest impact was Brady Corcoran. Brady played very well for us tonight, made a lot of tackles defensively, opened up and sparked our first scoring play with the kickoff return. He just does a lot of things very well, and tonight I thought he was probably the best player Titusville had on the field.
Well, that seemed to be the consensus here in the booth. We didn't get a chance to talk to our cameraman up above, but that's who we'll go with. I don't think Brady will be too thrilled about the Corky's Pizza. He probably is full of that. But maybe you'll enjoy the video.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mom, put a pizza on for your son.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Brady Corcoran then will be the player of the game here this evening. Once again, the final score from War Memorial Field, Warren 56, the Titusville Rockets 36. So next week we'll be headed down south as we go down to Sharon and take on the Sharon, Wings Night. We go down and watch the Titusville Rockets and Sharon in their ball game. So we enjoy that and hope that you'll be with us. Luke?
Yeah, thank you guys for our camera operators tonight, Mike Holischek and Adam Bodemer, for our announcers, Steve Bodemer, Jim Bodemer, Brian DeFonso down on the field. I'm Luke Rio. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Titusville Rocket Football on the Stream. Big thanks to our sponsors, Anderson Physical Therapy, Oil Country Federal Credit Union, Warm Home and Hearth, Bayless Fuel, State Farm, Titusville Moose Family Center, Sylvan Equipment, the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, Oil Creek Plastics, Larry's Auto Parts, Cabinets by Curtis, Thompson Run Tires, Blue Canoe, Thermofab, True Value Hardware, Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, and Armstrong. And a big thanks to Armstrong.
This webcast is copyrighted by Lightning Strike Productions and the Titusville Area School District for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this webcast without consent is prohibited.